Hey, Exxon. I was watching Guess the Pro. I hope you've been liking it. Had DHK, EU Seth is real, and he can hurt you. Just like how I hurt the hard drive that I'm still continuing to not plug in for the science. I really need to move that to one of, like, not my external hard drive. But whatever. Hello, hello. Hi, welcome in. Welcome in. Hello. Yeah. I've been missing crucial role since, EU Seth is SSR rarity. I have a job. Hopefully it won't be SSR rarity for too long. Let's settle with the prime.
Rich people.
Can't believe Seth's streaming the new Dead by Daylight public test build.
I can't
hope he's
either.
A fan of the Krajo.
I can't believe I'm streaming that either. Accidentally unplugged. I would say I can't believe I'm streaming that either, to be honest, because no one told me. I didn't tell me. But thank you, Lasetto, so much for the prime. I appreciate it a ton as always. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate you a lot. Alright. Trying to get this damn green screen stuff. Honestly, there's a part of me. There's a big part of me who wants to stop using the green screen because it's a pain in the ass to set up. The green screen's so useful for videos and stuff, but I hate setting this thing up so much. Oh. Alright, just plugging in the lights and... Two wolves inside you. There are two lights inside me. One is bright and the other is hot. I'm burning. Alright. Looks like we should be good. Hello! It's always broken. It's always wrong when I flip the thing. Hello! Hi! There we go. Ooh. Ah! Scared me. Jeez.
I hate rich
with the
people.
10 months.
Prepare for my Biden blast.
Can't believe it's been 10 months already.
I can't either, man. Thank you so much for the resub. I appreciate that a ton. I hope you're doing well. Thank you, thank you. It's good to see you. And this is why I want to do more EU streaming. Oh, man. Yeah, hopefully soon. I need to call my doctor. Probably, like, tomorrow. Alright, and with this, I'm back to lurking. Appreciate you, Tilt. Yeah, I really need to call them, though, and get this shit sorted. Fucking... So, plan for today. Here's the thing. I'm going to give you some context. I woke up at around 10 p.m. I slept for 11 hours. So, I have been up for a while. Hi, Good Ninja. Hello, hello, welcome in. I have been up for a while. I am going to have to go to sleep probably when I end stream, so it's not going to be too long of a stream, but it is Wednesday, and that is content day. Now, 11 hours. Oh, how I wish. Dude, I've been fucked up. That's why it was 11. I've been so fucked up. So, I don't know exactly what we're going to be doing today. I have a couple of things we're going to do. I don't know if we're going to be doing, low rank Tekken or anything like that because I'm just tired, so I don't know if I'll have the energy. But we'll go, I have stuff for the beginning of the stream. We'll go through some stuff I wanted to record for YouTube, and then we'll see how I'm feeling towards the end, and if I'm feeling all right, we'll end it off with like low rank Tekken. I don't have anything else planned. The next thing I want to do, the find the rank again, but I don't have that set up. So rate the titty before after patch changes. Hi, Tekken. Bro doesn't need a doctor. He needs blue-green algae? Huh? I don't know what that is. I'm sorry. I'm out of the loop. Oh, man. So yeah, sorry for the late notice and sorry that I'm switching things around. I don't know what happened, man. Like my sleep was fine and then all of a sudden it went off a cliff and I was going to sleep super late and I very suddenly had to just fix my sleep. So here I am now at noon. But yeah, I'm sorry for the sporadic stream schedule and everything. I do want to get back to it. So yeah, hopefully after this week, we'll be good. I've just been, I feel like my schedule has been off ever since Combo Breaker. No, it has been off ever since Combo Breaker and I got back from it. I've just gone, ooh. I mean, remember that 2 or 3 months where I just wasn't playing Tekken at all? I didn't have a single day for 2 months where I didn't play Tekken. Or I didn't have a single day for 2 months where I did play Tekken, sorry. That's crazy stuff, man. So hopefully, after I get all of this fixed, I'm going to get back to it. I've had enough of a break from everything. I need to start grinding more and getting stuff out and, you know, just like buckling down and getting back to it. I think a big thing is that my burnout on Tekken has subsided. So I'm ready to get back into it. I want to get God Destruction 1. I want to upload more stuff to YouTube. I have a lot of stuff I want to do for the main channel. Obviously, the second channel has been doing very well. And I want to keep doing that stuff. I think I have a plan for how I want to do it. So yeah, I just gotta make sure I'm streaming more and don't feel like shit, which, you know, like I still gotta get that figured out, but hopefully it'll be done soon. Had enough of having enough? Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Had enough of having enough. Yeah, I've kind of had enough of being like my own worst enemy. You know what I mean? I feel like I've had this epiphany recently, and I know that everyone here is going to say, "Yeah, Seth, no shit," but I've had this epiphany recently where I've realized that when it comes to Tekken, the greatest enemy that I face, the greatest hurdle isn't the game. It isn't like the players. It isn't who I'm playing against. Like I can go up against any pro player, I can beat their ass. It's Brian. Well, it's the Brian in my head. That's what I've realized. It's nothing with the game. It's nothing with any of that. It's just me. I am the thing keeping myself from being one of the greatest Tekken players in the world. And I think that's also kind of bleeding over to streaming. And this is something I just thought of a couple days ago, but I think that like whatever this aversion I have to Tekken is also like messing with me with streaming. And you know, like a lot of days I am just like feeling like shit and I don't have energy and it's like, well, it's just one of those days, and it is. But at the same time, I feel like that maybe there's more I can do about it, and I gotta push through. So, the epiphany I had, I guess I'm trying to say, is that I'm sick of being my own worst enemy, and I'm a stubborn bitch. So I'm going to beat myself up, because I hate me, and I'm going to push through and do stuff. So yeah, I'm still like trying to power through and get all of my medical stuff done. Also, hi Miliardo. Hara's vision is Tekken's greatest enemy. Well, that, you know, that's Tekken's greatest enemy. But I mean my greatest enemy. If I just like push through all of this aversion that I have, then, you know, like I can be the #1 Lidia player. And, you know, why wouldn't I do that if I can? So you know what? I'm going to surpass Tetsu. I'm going to surpass Rangchu. I'm going to surpass fucking EXO. And I'm going to be the greatest Lidia player in the goddamn world. And you can't stop me, because I already am. The thing that's holding me back is my own mind. But I'm better than all of them. I'll beat their ass. I already have beaten their asses before. Okay, I haven't played against Rangchu or Tetsu, but I've beaten EXO's ass before. And goddamn it, I'll do it again. I'm also going to become the greatest Tekken streamer on the goddamn planet. I'm going to become the greatest Tekken streamer and content creator on this fucking platform. And all I need to do, I already have the content. I just need to upload it more frequently and sit down and record shit. So I am going to kick everyone's fucking ass. And the only thing that's been holding me back and being the limiter for me and my power is myself. And I'm sick of it. So my limiter is off. Next week. This week it's still on because I need to rest and like get back on the schedule. But after that, I'm gonna fuck people up. I'm going in the ranked. I'm getting God of Destruction 1. I'm getting God of Destruction 2. I'm gonna make some good ass content. I'm gonna put stuff on YouTube. I'm gonna make more guides for the main channel. I'm gonna be everywhere. I'm gonna be in your goddamn walls. You won't be able to not see me. I swear to Christ. By the time December comes,
if one of the top players practice and be consistent, my friend.
absolutely.
Possible.
And that is something. Thank you so much for the super chat, by the way, Dorian. I appreciate that a ton. Thank you so much. That's incredibly kind of you. But yeah, no, I mean, that's the problem, right? Like I said, I haven't really played the game at all since Combo Breaker, and I have felt myself regressing, but I have the knowledge, I have the ability. I just need to buckle down. I need to beat people's ass, and I will do it. But yeah, you're right. I do need to actually sit down and practice and play the game, which is the annoying part. But it's not the part that's stopping me. It's the part that's stopping me is myself. And I'm going to kick everyone's ass before Miari comes out. My goal now, I have a lot of goals. By the end of the year, I want to be... Okay, this is I was going to say #1. I don't think I'm going to get to #1. But I want to be in the top 10 Lidia play. I want to touch the top 10. I was #1 for a day when Season 2 came out. I want to get to top 10. And I want to get the YouTube channels on a proper fucking schedule. And I want to be getting shit out on both of the channels, no matter how much this little voice in my head tells me, no, you're too tired to do it. No, you're feeling like shit. Just relax. Fuck you. I'm not going to relax until I beat everyone's fucking ass. Sorry, is this what Ultra Instinct feels like? I don't know, but I've had this epiphany over the last 3 days, and I'm ready. I'm ready. Healthy mindset equals I hate me, so I want to work hard to mess with me. Dude, that's how stubborn I am. Didn't say anything new. I already knew all of this about you. I'm gonna be number 69 Miari Zo player, and I will dedicate myself to getting, or worse, to maintain that position. That good. I wish you the best of luck. That Good luck. Hi, Ultimate. Next week, procrastinating. I mean, like, I'm also realistic about it. I'm not gonna start today because, well, I mean, the main reason is that I don't want to sit down and grind ranked at 3 a.m. You know, that's it. The very best, like no one ever was. Hi, Ali. Hello, hello. Hi, Sly. You'll always be top 10 in my heart, Seth. Aw, thank you, Sly. I'm not top 10 on the Soul Calibur leaderboards anymore with Talm and Tier. Oh. But at least I'm top 10 somewhere. Rich second guy with Lidia watching you has been a great help. Congrats, man. That's fucking awesome. Hell yeah. Tekken God is huge. Holy shit. Congrats. Yeah, I'm gonna travel across the land. Exactly. Also, hi, Sad. Hello, hello. All right. So that's my little speech. That's my little pep talk. Yeah. So, oh, Dorian. Thank you so much for that. There it is.
10 Lidia players. Let's do it, my home.
Oh, we're gonna do it. We are absolutely going to do it. I'm gonna do it for you guys. Because that's something I realized as well as a part of this. It's not just for me. Coco Bean, thank you for the tier 1. For the 5 months. I appreciate you a ton as well. Thank you both so much. You're so kind. Thank you. Part of this is what I realized is that, like, it's not just about me as well. It's about you guys. I want you guys to be able to look at me and say, that's my streamer. That's my Lidia player. That's the guy I get coaching from. He's the one that's going around beating people's ass. That's my Lidia Guna. Exactly. What? Anyway, that is another thing I realized too. I want to be someone that you guys can be proud of. And I know you're going to say, Seth, we're already proud of you because you guys are the kindest people on the planet and I love you a lot. But god damn it, I'm going to make you more proud. I'm going, like I said, I'm going to be in your goddamn walls. I'm going to be everywhere. That's the plan. I'm everywhere. But yeah, again, thank you, Dorian, for the $2 super chat. I appreciate that a ton. Thank you. And then Coco Beam with the 5 months. Thank you so much. Gotta start somewhere. Exactly. And this is where I'm starting. I thought I started before, but I haven't. I'm starting now. Everyone's told me. Everyone has told me. Like, whether it's stream, like, YouTube comments, my fucking locals, Turbo Beck, people at my locals that don't even play Tekken, they're all like, Seth, you should just do it. You should just strap down and you should just become the best player. And you know what? I'm going to represent you guys. I'm going to represent the SFC. I'm going to represent my local scene. I'm going to show up and beat everyone's ass. Just like when I went to Ohio and I beat everyone's ass in Ohio. This guy was hiding in my walls, officer. Even told my coach I learned so much from Sasu, and he said, who? Get on my walls. So fucking thin. Can fucking eat everything in there. But yeah, I'm ready now. I've like, I don't know. It's taken me a year to get into this mindset, but I'm ready. I'm ready to kick some ass. I'm ready to beat some people's ass. I'm ready to, like, do everything. I'm going to be the guy in the FGC that's a goddamn unicorn. Good at the game, knowledgeable about the game, can do commentary, can talk about things they're doing, can teach people, can do coaching, can make engaging content. I'm going to do fucking everything. I'm going to be one of the only ones in the FGC that can do it. I'm ready. I'm so ready. No, we're not doing the God Destruction 1 run today. I'm planning, obviously depending on how my sleep goes, I'm planning on doing it on Sunday. Today we're just like talking and doing some content stuff. Tomorrow, I'm planning on going into quick match and playing some games and like getting back into the swing of things because I haven't really played a lot and I haven't played like at all since I got GOD. Then Saturday viewer games, then Sunday I think we're gonna go back in the ranked and I'm gonna beat some ass. You coaching now? That's still public coaching, yeah. Am I muted? Huh? No, I'm not muted. Settle messing with me. My walls aren't hollow. Are you no clipping? Yes. Yes, I am. Watch this. This is where I edit the green screen so that my hand goes. Hi, Devil. Hello, hello. Welcome in. But yeah, anyway, I'm ready. I'm ready to make the rounds. This is just like I don't know if anyone was here who's in this chat right now. When I did my last Soul Calibur stream, when I did my last Soul Calibur stream, before Tekken 8 came out, but I said at the end of that stream to all of the people that watch Soul Calibur, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna be gone for a bit, but I'm gonna infiltrate Tekken. I'm gonna infiltrate the Tekken players, and I'm going to convert them to Soul Calibur players. I'm going to become popular. I'm gonna become a well-known like person in Tekken. I'm gonna come back when Soul Calibur 7 comes out, and I'm going to convert everyone. And I'm still on that mission. I'm a spy. I'm a Soul Calibur spy. You don't understand. I am a double agent. And I'm openly admitting to that too. And you all will accept it because now you all have Stockholm Syndrome. But I need to keep going on that. I need to keep going on it so then when Virtual Fighter releases, I can play Virtual Fighter. When Soul Calibur 7 releases, I can play Soul Calibur. Teach you about all the 3D fighting games. Playing the long game. Exactly. Playing Tekken for me has never been about Tekken. It's always been about Soul Calibur. This is genuinely true. I'm not making a joke. Genuinely. Me playing Tekken, streaming Tekken, doing everything I do for Tekken has not been about Tekken. Although, it has been about Lidia because I do genuinely love Lidia. But it has been about Soul Calibur. And it's working. I mean, Christ, you've seen the videos I've put up talking about Soul Calibur. I'm doing everything I can to weave Soul Calibur content into my Tekken videos, and it's working. Oh, you think Soul Calibur 7 is coming? Shut up! Gotta get ready to head out. I'm on vacation in Kentucky this week. Have a great stream, Seth. We'll catch you later and love the new found fire. Aw, see ya, Ultimate. Hope you have a good vacation, man. That's awesome. Thank you so much for stopping by and saying hi. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. All right, everyone. Are we ready to get into the content? So I have a couple things to do. We're going to talk about the patch. We're going to talk briefly about the patch and stuff I want to say. There's going to be a lot of talking this stream. I have a tier list I want to do on, as was suggested in Discord, a character Guna tier list. And then I want to make an actual tier list. But it's not going to be what you think. I want to talk, I've said this so many times. I want to make a tier list and I want the idea behind it to revolve around what I keep saying about how there aren't really tiers in this game. Those are the three main things I want to do. And then, like I said, if I have the energy, we'll do a little bit of low rank Tekken so I can get a little bit of a backlog. So they should have made Lidia more muscular, like the muscle mommy she is. Who gives a damn if her breasts are bigger? You know, and this is something I'm saying, and this is something I'll say too when talking about this. I thought that they were going to change SSS, and they haven't, and I don't know why. The thing that would make the game, because like I used the damn mod, and the game all of the women look so much better with it. I mean, Lidia, to be fair, takes a little bit of getting used to. If you're used to how she normally looks, the other characters are more subtle, but that's because Lydia's intentionally made that way to be more muscular, even with the SSS. But still, like, it just, everyone looks so much better, and I don't know why they didn't change that. But yeah, speaking of that too, I have to bring up the Miari thing as well, because that's something else I want to talk about. I just need to find where I saved it, because I did save it. Here it is. Yeah, here we go. Okay. Cool. All right, are we ready to get into it? Finally, it was a patch we can all agree on. It was good. Titties unite us. Those who cry for balance are just consistent criers. Yeah, I agree. I agree. All right, let's do this. Let's get ready. Ready, steady. I don't know if I have enough recording space, but I'm going to try. Okay. You guys are not ready for this, by the way. You are not ready for what's about to come out of my mouth. I'm just saying. Let me hold on. I'm gonna make sure this is all ready real quick. Boop. Boop. All right. Okay, I need to make sure I keep a straight face. I can't keep a straight face. All right. Asuka's tits. That's the last patch. That is the last Tekken 8 patch in a nutshell. The last Tekken 8 patch, here it is, changed the body proportions of some characters, mainly the women characters, in their new swimsuit outfits. And shut up, DHK. And I want to talk about it a little bit. Because even though there's not a lot that's going on in this patch on the surface, I think that this general like direction that they're going with just being willing to change body proportions like this to make the characters look better is a really good change that I think is important to talk about. So here you can see the GIF of Asuka between version 2.04 and 2.05. And what they did is they just changed some of her like shoulder, and I don't know what these muscles are called. But they changed these things to make her look less like a giant and more, I guess, normal. It's not something that personally I really noticed before. But I did see when Harada was talking about in his tweet, which I'll talk about. People were pointing it out, and it definitely does look better now. And it wasn't just for Asuka as well, but it was for all of the women characters. And initially you look at this and it's just like they made the tits bigger, and they did. But again, from the Asuka one, they also changed some of the body proportions on the characters as well. Now, from what I've been told, I haven't verified this because I don't have the previous version of the game and I don't feel like re-downloading it and all of that stuff. These changes are only reflected in the swimsuit outfit, and they're not apparent in the other outfits. You can actually see here in the GIF, particular on Asuka, this change. And so I guess that the question that there is they buffed Asuka. They did buff Asuka. Yes. She no longer looks like a hunchback. Yes. And she does look a lot better. So it was a Guna buff. It was. Yes. She was built like a Soviet fridge. So where this it becomes a little bit perplexing, I suppose. And the main thing I want to talk about with this, where it becomes not just a thing with Asuka, but it also has to do with Miari, is that Harada made this tweet back about a month ago, and said this patch was going to come, saying that they're fixing a bug with character proportions like Asuka and others are being incorrectly compiled with the same values. And this is where Harada posted the screenshots of Miari. And a lot of people obviously latched onto the Miari thing, but then there was a lot of speculation about fixing character proportions. Obviously, Asuka's neck, which didn't get changed, is a big thing people were talking about. I don't think that people were expecting the entire change to be changing all of the women characters' boobs, but that's what it ended up being. Also, shout out to this guy in the tweet that that predicted the exact change they were going to make to Asuka. Good on him, and also shout out to all of the morons in his replies that were calling him a gooner or stupid. So the thing is that this is also a change that we can kind of see with Miari as well. And so I've talked about this a little bit on stream, so I'm not going to go too much, I'll go on about too much for this video because I said this enough, and I'm just going to try keeping it streamlined. But this is Miari from the trailer, right? And then this is Miari in the screenshots. And what a lot of people were saying is that they, like, in the span of a week, completely changed Miari's character model. And that's not the case. While it appears that that's the case when you compare these side by side, the thing is that it's because of the camera angle, the lighting, and the way she's tilting her head. So I layered on another layer and I rotated it so that's the same angle as her face and the same size and everything. And when you look at it like this, there's actually not that much of a difference. I'll zoom in for you here so you can see it a little bit better. But you can see that her face is actually very similar to what it was in the trailer. There obviously are changes. Her eyelids could just be that they took the screenshot while she was blinking or something, right? But there are a couple of changes, like the mole on her eye is in a different position than it is here. The side of her face is a little bit different. It's a little bit slimmer. But stuff like a main thing like her chin line and her jaw and all of that stuff is basically the same. Hair color might just be due to lighting, right? Obviously, there have been some changes with her hair, making it a little bit more flat. But these are very minor changes that they're making to the character model, and they're not, and maybe they're making changes to the overall game, like what they did in this last update with all of the women with the swimsuit outfits. And maybe that's the same thing that's going on with Miari as well. And the main point that I think is important to point out, and I think is really nice, is that they are taking a step to actually make the characters look better, right? So there's been a constant complaint in Tekken 8 since really the beginning that a lot of the characters just look bad. Maybe not so much the male characters, but the female characters, particularly because they look very generic and a lot of them look the same. And I think a lot of these complaints are unfounded. Like, remember when people were saying before Lidia released that Tekken 7 Lidia looked better than Tekken 8 Lidia, or Tekken 7 Lidia looks exactly the same as Nina, or sorry, Tekken 8 Lidia looks exactly the same as Nina, and all of this stuff. But it's certainly true that things like SSS, which they didn't change in this patch, do make the character models look worse because it takes away from some of their muscle. Obviously, the glaring thing being their belly buttons don't exist, and even with Asuka after the update, still the case. But when you look at these changes with Miari Zoe as well, it seems to me that this isn't just a one-off thing. They're actually taking the time to tweak the character models and maybe even tweak some of the faces to make the characters just look better. So here we see it just exclusively with Asuka and some of the proportions in this outfit. But I think the fact that they are willing and able to make these changes to the character model at all is a really good thing that they're doing, and I'm very happy to see them doing it. Obviously, there's more things that they should be working on with this, but it's something that's one step at a time. This is the first time they're making an update about this, and I think it's really nice that they're doing this. So I just wanted to sit down and talk about this real quick, just to say that I think this is a nice thing that they're doing, despite the fact that this is really a huge meme because they buffed their boobs. And that I hope they keep doing this more, because making characters stand out more and feel unique from everyone else is just one of those small little things that I think goes a really long way. So, yeah. Anyway, that's going to do it for this. This is all I wanted to ramble about. Hope you have a great rest of your day and take care. Bye-bye. Sorry, I wasn't really reading the chat there because I was just, like, my mind was going, and I didn't want to get distracted. But that's all I wanted to say. Yes, my favorite Lidia Enjoy is live. Hi, Space. Hello. Change the face, the dodge the change after the fact. Well, and that's why I wanted to point out with Miari as well, is that they are changing the face. Like, it's not like they completely changed the character model like people were saying, but they did make some minor adjustments in the same way they did with Asuka's body to Miari's face, right? It wasn't this huge, big thing where they completely changed the model, but they made some of these really small touches that add a lot. And I guess I will add this to the end of the video as well, because that's a good point. But like with Miari, the reason why I want to explain how this is such a good thing and want to see more is because of how much these little changes can have such a big impact. Look at the reception to Miari after Harada posted these screenshots, and I'm sure that these changes to Miari are in the same vein as the changes in the last patch, considering Harada was talking about in this patch with the screenshots, and how much it kind of transformed the character and people's perception on the character just by making these very minor tweaks with certain proportions in like her cheeks and stuff. And that's why I think it's important to point out and say that they should be doing more of this, because it's just one of those small things that can manifest into being something bigger and get people more excited and happy about the game, even though it's not balance changes or anything. Poor Asuka doesn't have a neck. Okay, and that's it. That's the end of the video. Her jaw is a bit sharper. It's a little bit, but that mainly because, like, look, if you look at her jaw here, and hold on, I'll do the transparent thing because that's a little bit easier. You can see that it's because, one, obviously the angle, right? But two, they kind of slimmed right here. See? There it is there, and then there's the old one, and then that kind of lines up. But her jaw is mostly the same. It's just the angle that really changes. In fact, if I move it like that, there you go. So yeah. Don't care if that sentiment character looks, customizations, uniqueness is really important. You can't just brush it off as not important as something else. Yeah, no, I agree with that. For me, dressing up Reina edition is the true end game. Yeah, no, I agree, and that's why I think it's important. I believe Miari Zo is the female version of Ogre. Yeah, I've been meaning to make a video on that, and I just haven't sat down and gotten everything together to do it. But she is, yes. Now, what the connection is with Ogre, that's speculation. That's something I'm going to talk about in the story. But, yeah, for sure. Lily's way more waifu than Gorilla Asuka. I mean, depends on the person, I think. Compared to the concept design, it's more African-like hair, more curls and stuff, but we make it look better. Maybe, but that might just be a limitation of how they have hair in this game. I can't think of a single curly-haired character in Tekken. I'm interested in playing Meow. I am too. When she's going to take a lot of Josie moves. I'm just saying her hair and concept art is a lot better design when in game it looks flat and generic. Maybe, but we'll see how it is. I think the stuff in her hair makes it look nice. And, you know, the other thing is, too, like Miato's pointing out, the character is based off of a real person. So I don't remember what their hair looks like, because I didn't really pay much attention to that. But if Miari's hair is straight like that, then the real person from that she's based off from Madagascar maybe as well. I won't say it's not important, but there are high priorities. Yeah, that's true. Like, I don't disagree with that. But here's the thing, though. If they are going to have time where they're not pushing balance updates because you have tournaments like EVO and stuff, which I think is completely valid, then that time can be spent doing something. You know, season 1, they just sat there and kind of did nothing for 6 months. Season 2, they did some stuff. They stopped because of evil and everything, which again I think is completely valid. And in the meantime, making these changes with character proportions and stuff, I think is a good use of that extra time. Because you know when it comes to game development as well, you like look at, I don't even need to explain about like making a bunch of updates without pushing them out for players to play and play test and everything, and then just bringing it out all in one big update. That's how you fuck up the game, and that's exactly what they did in Season 2. They made a bunch of changes throughout Season 1, didn't put those patches into the game at all throughout Season 1 because of Tekken World Tour and stuff, put them all in at once in Season 2, and then the game collapsed. So if they're going to have a break from making these patches and balance changes, they can't just continue doing that behind the scenes continuously, because then you're going to get the same situation in Season 2. So if they're not doing that because they're taking a break from it, then I think this is a good thing to focus on, my opinion. Hi, guest plays. Ogre use Kazuma style karate, which is why people say Asuka is Ogre, because she inherited a bunch of Ogre's moves. I mean, well, in lore, Nina was Ogre for a bit. But yeah, the whole Ogre lore is a big thing. For Halloween, we need Dr. Seth dressed as Lidia. I keep saying this. If someone finds a Lidia cosplay for me to buy, I'll buy it. Someone just needs to leg it to me. I have had that deal for a year now. I have the Elisa one still. I can do the Elisa one. I think Ogre should be the end-all be-all, the end boss of this game, leading us to wait for the Devil Rain to fight Ogre. And, you know, I mean, maybe that's going to be part of what Miari does. Who knows, right? They could do a lot of things. I don't understand the Ogre theories. Ogre had all the best moves from people, and is only like 2 moves of his own. Yeah. King Julian had a night with true Ogre, and boom, Miari's. Okay. All right. Well, anyway, that'll go up on the second channel at some point. I need you gone like yesterday. That was one of those things I didn't realize what he was saying until I read the full thing, and then I went, oh no. Hold on, I'm typing things and I can't type while talking at the same time. Give me a moment. Okay. All right, I am done. So let me read the chat real quick. You can find the Lidia clothes online. You just need a wig. You can? Huh? Dr. Seth, I have a problem. What is your issue? I'm currently typing. What is the problem? I'm not seeing anything, man. I'm seeing people that have made cosplays, but I don't see anything I can buy. You play Tekken looking at chat, constantly talking, but typing is where you draw the line. Yeah, man, I legitimately cannot talk and type at the same time. I don't know if that's just I don't know if that's normal. I don't know if it's abnormal, but Seth question, how do we vote to kick? You can't. Sorry. Yeah, I'm looking. I don't. Dog, I'm having conflicting issues with 2 women. Well, I think you should talk to a therapist, not me. That's normal, actually. Okay, well, then there you go. Just like Lidia cosplay online, you can go to shopping and get the top. Really? I don't see it. I can link it. You can post links in the YouTube chat. YouTube just doesn't allow it. Lidia cosplay. Go, and then I go to shopping. No, search only Lidia. I go to shopping. Yeah, I mean, weird. Maybe it just doesn't ship to the US or something. Because when I go to shopping, I just see like Spider-Man. for some reason. I don't know. Like, I don't even get Tekken characters when I look at Google Shopping. I mean, a certain woman, however, I've been messing with the Polish karate lady on the side. Well, you probably shouldn't ask me about it because you know how biased I am. I can talk and type because I used to play drums. Yeah, that would make sense. Most people just go, while typing. Nope, I am someone who goes silent. I will not say the word. All right. Are we ready for a tier list now? Are we ready to be stupid? Shomini suggested this in Discord. I think it was Shomini. And I said, you know what? Fuck it. Let's do it. So, you know what we're doing? We're making a Gooner tier list. Yoshi bottom 1, buff Yoshi. All right, let's do it. This is gonna be a quick one. This is gonna be at most 15 minutes, but we need to do it. This is the only tier list that matters, truly. Let's do it. All right. 3, 2, 1. So, what's the best time to have a side pick character? Whenever you find it fun. You understand the players or the characters? The players of said character. All right, I'm gonna do an intro now. This one, I will look at the chat because I am gonna need your guys' help, and I'm not just gonna go on a mad rambling, but I am gonna try to be fast. A Goon Tail that doesn't have Huarong is rigged. No, Huarong will be in here. Like, rank-wise, I mean, just whenever you want to, man. It's, like, I wouldn't say that ranked is a factor. I think I said it on Discord. Appreciate the follow, by the way. Thank you. Oh, I do see it. Thank you. That actually is a nice shirt. Assuming that this isn't a scam website. I mean, the shirt exists. I wouldn't say this is a cosplay though, personally. But damn, yeah, I'd buy this. Ow, my arm. That's pretty sick. That's really cool. Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't trust this website to be real. You have to understand, I've done a lot of searching for Tekken cosplays and stuff. I've come to the realization that there are a lot of websites that will sell fake garbage, and most of the time, 1, they're out of China, and 2, they don't have any social media. And that's how you know. So they, at the bottom of their website, have a thing that says follow us, and then there's no social media there whatsoever. So I don't think that this is real. But if I can find wherever this actually comes from, I'd 100% buy this. Best I could find, they have short and long sleeve and a whole jacket. Yeah, I don't think that this website's real. I think that this is a scam website. But I'll keep this up, though. I'll bookmark this. So if I can, like, reverse search for this shirt and find it, I'd 100% buy this. This is a sick-ass shirt. But, yeah. Also, hi, R3 cover. Armor King main walks in. What's up, Lidia? Good. Finally got a chance to catch his dream. Hello, welcome in. We're having a bit of a weird one today because it's like my schedule's been all messed up. So and I'm tired. So I'm not playing Tekken. We're just recording things for YouTube basically. So it's different than what I usually do, but welcome in. Ask me how I know you're a Lidia Gooner. Well, I mean, it could be a multitude of things. It could be because I play Lidia. It could be because of the swimsuit, rate the swimsuit video. It could be because of the bio clip. There's actually like 5 clips on Bio's channel. I saw Yumiyari's overreaction as well. Oh yeah, that also. Oh God, there is a lot, isn't there? Oh jeez, there's so much I forget. Got your ticket to Madagascar? I don't. I do not. I did look it up. I legitimately did look it up, and it was like, it was a lot. It was $1,500, $2,000 or something. I was like, I'm good. And you know, I was talking about this too, but the problem, the worst part is that this sounds like I seriously considered it. But I know that when you go to, particularly Madagascar is kind of like a weird outlier when it comes to health hazards because of the ecosystem that it has, because it's an island and it's in Africa, that you have to get a bunch of vaccinations and stuff against these really specific things you can catch from mosquitoes and such that only live in Madagascar, that going there sounds like such a pain in the ass. Raymains are easily the biggest gooners of the community. Used to be Elisa. Yeah, I agree. I don't know if I'd say it used to be Elisa though, but Dr. Seth, I sent my mouse pad of my main for Tekken, and I'm hard stuck second Dom. Well, you see, you need to buy a better gamer chair, and then you can get to third Dom. That's not a rank that exists. Anyway, we all know Lidia and Anna are the peak females of Tekken, period. Where's Josie in that list, huh? I'll fund it. Let's get Seth as African queen. You know, you're not even the first person to say that. Are you trying to get me to stop playing Yoshi permanently? Is that what's going on here? Do you not want me to be a part of the Yoshi community anymore? Bro's the biggest gooner. Come on, shut up! I mean, I can't deny the allegations anymore, but shut up! Gooning Reina main. Yeah, I should just become a Reina main at this rate, actually. I'd fit right in. Actually, no, you might be right. It was definitely also Josie and Katarina. Yeah. Clipping boys, we got him. It's okay. Bio hasn't uploaded a video in like 2 months. I'm fine. I'm okay. Besides, there's no need to clip because I'm about to make a stupid video. All right, are we ready? I think I'm ready to record now. All right, let's do it. Ladies and gentlemen, tier lists are coming out for Season 2. We're about halfway through the season. Tekken Move 2 is right around the corner, and everyone wants to get their piece in on character strength in Tekken 8. Really, though, what I think is that the only tier list that really matters is the Gooner tier list. So we're going to be making a tier list on every character in the game and how much their mains are Gooners. Really, I think that this is the most indicative and scientific way to be able to show a character's strength, because the more gooner a character is and their player base, the more dedicated they are to that character, and therefore that character is going to be better in tournament. So, yeah. Anyway, let's get into it. Of course, we love you in the community. We just want you to be happy with your African queen. I feel like I'm getting pushed out the door. I feel like I'm being smiled at and being told nice things while getting pushed out the door with a box in my hands. Azu is carried by one person. True, actually. So you're going to quit when Armor King comes out? No, I'm going to quit when Soul Calibur 7 comes out. If that coincides with a character releasing, then I'm gonna blame it on that character, because that's funnier. Lars mains are top gooners. You know, I'm just going to start with the characters I know before I get into the characters I don't know, and Lars is one of those characters I don't know. Lidia, I don't even, like, I think being a part of the Lidia community, that Lidia players, for a long time, the rumors were true. If you have eyes, you would see it. For a long time, I think that Lidia players were bigger gooners than Lily players. And of course, Lily's also up here. That goes without saying. But I think that Lidia players tried really hard to hide it. But they are so bad at it that they could not hide it. You and Roman Jelly would be best friends. Well, I'd have to know who they are first. You agree with the Lars? Okay, well, so yeah, I mean, Lydia's up there. Lily's up there, of course. I'm being told that apparently Lars players are... You know what? That's true. You know what? That's true. All of the women that play Lars are drooling over him. It is unbelievable. And you know what? While we're here as well, it's not just men, it's also women. Okay? And you and I both know you cannot say You cannot say with Hwarong. I don't know about Hwarong. Have you seen any woman play this game? Any of them. Of all of the men, Hwarong is the one. Oh god, there's a TTS.
All right, hear me out. Stop yapping for a second.
Yep.
Let me be real and say the goon list and the female fighters. All my homies main Yoshimitsu and Brian Fury. End of stream.
Yeah, that's it. That's the end of it. All right, everyone. That's the end of the list. This is it. We got the 4 characters, the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. We're ending the video now. The players are all gooners. You know, here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. I think that they are. But I don't think that they're a top tier one. And I know that sounds weird, but Ana is the character for this. And despite that, you don't hear Ana players going on and on and on about her like you do with Lidia and Lily players. Oh yeah, and Reina's also top tier easily. But despite the fact that she is the gooner character, you don't hear her mains going on with her as much as these are characters. You just don't. It's almost like a natural state of being for them, to a point where they're not, like, perpetually horny. You know what I mean? It's just, like, not a big deal. It just is what it is. And yes, thank you, Fighting Panda. With the Hwarong do be kind of fine. Thank you. See, that's what I'm trying to say. 100% Hwarong is Guna bait for ghosts. Exactly. Thank you. We've seen clips about women who are reacting to Hwarong. Thank you. Where's the Lidia cosplay? I don't have it. I I have an Elisa cosplay. I have a dress I can wear. I have worn. Shut up. Women love drag too. That's also true. Like, Dragunov is definitely up there. Don't forget the Kazuya. Oh my god. You know, Kazuya is one of those that's a secret. But when you have a Kazuya that is, ooh man. Because Asuka, Anna actually has an amazing story. True. You know who else is up here? You know who else is up here? Asuka, like easily. I feel like almost every time I see someone play Asuka, I mean, Jesus Christ, the fucking cameraman in Tekken 7 during her intro. Oh, someone groomed for Brian. He isn't even human anymore, and Yoshimitsu is a full Oni. Dude, Yoshimitsu players, let me tell you something. Yoshimitsu players are freaky as hell. There's a Yoshimitsu player in the chat who's immediately going to try to brush this off. I'm telling, they are not in it for Yoshimitsu, but they are in it for, like, the other characters. You know what I mean?
Well, I can't beat the allegations. I just sent something to Dr. Seth about the passion I have for my main.
Oh, God. What is this? Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that is... Yep, there you go. I mean, Reina is at the top for sure. I assumed Asuka was the Gunner character. Oh, yeah, 100%. Yoshi players hide their Gunners. No, that's exactly it. That is it. Yoshi players...
As a Yoshi player, June best MILF. Mic drop.
No, thank you for proving my point for me. See, this is the thing with Yoshi players. Yoshi players are a rare breed where they are not in it for their character. And in fact, the characters that they are Gunners for, they do not play. But my God, they hide in the shadows. They are true ninjas. But the ninja way is not in the blade. Okay? It is in, like, staring at June's feet or something. That's what it is. Also, hi, Aster. Welcome in. Hello. Yoshi players are Gunners, but for perverted, almost illegal stuff. All I'm saying is that you, like, listen, I'm a little bit biased as well because I play Soul Calibur, right? So I'm also thinking about Yoshi plays in Soul Calibur. But let me tell you, if there's a Taki on the screen and they're a Yoshi player, run. I'm gonna order a Brian Fury titty mouse pad. Oh my God, stop. Some of this stuff I can't say out loud. I'm here gooning for female armor king. Ninja way not in the, I can't read this stuff out loud that you're saying, but you're 100% correct. As a Yoshi main, it's not just about Yoshimitsu per se, but about the Yoshimitsu experience. June's feet are high. Okay, see, this is the thing. June is also up here. Like, that's all I need to say. We've got, what, 3 messages already when I was talking about Yoshimitsu with June.
Listen here, you tame Bucky Barnes. 1, I don't like feet. 2, you have a lot of nerve being right. 3, Maven and Taki are peak.
For anyone that didn't believe me, they are admitting it themselves. And you know, I respect that. I respect that they're not just trying to hide away and pretend it's not true. I want Mommy June. I want milk. Because I know it's true. Shut up. I know it's true. They know it's true. We just need it to be out in the open, and that makes everyone's life a lot easier. Bears are probably not. Yeah, let's talk about some characters that are void of gooning. The Bears. God, I hope so. Kuma and Panda. And, you know, the people that are here, they're not, let's just say they're not playing Tekken. Where's Panda? Oh, there she is. Fung. Like, I don't care if you're a man or a woman. Fong's face, like everyone thinks he's ugly. No one is playing this character because they're gooners, and Fong players are not gooners either. They are like Fong. They are like a manifestation of Fong where they are sitting in the mountains, meditating, eyes closed. I have no need for you, woman. That is Fong players.
Also D_H_K_ has a lot of nerve being right because Mama Cooney is peak. Fuck Cooney Hut Jr.
Kunimitsu was made for Yoshi means who finally accepted themselves. I don't want to say anything as a Yoshi player. Make TTS less expensive. I can't. I have had it less expensive before. It was a mistake. Jack hides it so bad, it's almost so obvious. I don't know, man. I don't know about Jack. More characters that are down here. You know, like Raven's a little bit of a tough one. I'm going to say probably not for Raven because Master Raven players are. And there are a lot of Master Raven players that are now playing Raven. But I think also a lot of Master Raven players might be playing other characters. I think people that main Raven and just play Raven, probably not. But those Master Raven players that are playing Raven now... Jack mirrors are called Jackals. They might be gooners. Okay, yeah, you might be right. Yeah, I think you might be right about Jack. You might be on to something. I don't know. I was actually going to put Jack at the bottom, but Eddie also makes...
seen as she's Kofi Queen, and she can beat any allegations.
Okay, let's do this one at a time, all right? Nobody gooning for Leroy. True, and I don't think Leroy players are either, mainly because there are no Leroy players. Eddie... Yeah, I don't think too many people care about Eddie. I don't think that Eddie players are really... Like, okay, here's the thing, though. How many Eddie players are Christie fans? You know, and there are enough that we probably need to put Eddie in probably not a gooner. Because I think that the Christie fans were playing like Aliza in Tekken 7, right? In Tekken 8, they're probably playing Anna. I don't think that they're playing Eddie. They're not playing Christie for the playstyle, if that makes sense. Unlike Raven, you know, Master Raven players... They're doing both. They're playing Master Raven for the playstyle, and then Master Raven... Christie's different. So I think that Eddie being... could be either or. You know, I'm going to put it here because I don't think that the Christie players are playing Eddie. I'm just saying. Let's get this out of the way. Elisa. I think Elisa's here, yeah. So Elisa players aren't top tier. Elisa definitely here. Don't get me wrong. But... And I do see it enough where they're definitely in this tier, for sure. But I think that a lot of the conjecture on Elisa is unfounded. I think that it's actually projection. I think that for the most part, people actually play Elisa aren't like the biggest top tier gooners on the planet. I don't think so. I don't think that they're playing Elisa exclusively for the vibration function. I think I think that they are, for the most part, playing Elisa just because they think that she's a cool character. You know? And obviously there's overlap, right, between that and being like, Elisa's fucking hot. But I think that it's more of a Venn diagram with two circles rather than something like, you know, Reyna, where it's a one circle Venn diagram. You know what I mean? It's different. Like one person away from being top tier. Agree. Historically, there were some women gooning for Eddie. I don't know about modern Eddie. Yeah, I don't know. Like modern Eddie with his haircut and everything. I don't know. Brian's definitely down here, I think, right? I don't like Brian players just hate women. And I don't think anyone actually likes Brian as a character in any way. And if they do, I think they're psychopaths. Can't tell me Nina isn't Goon material. She was my crush in Tekken 3. Come on. Oh, no. absolutely. I don't know if I put her in this one or this one right now, but 100%. Nina's in one of them for sure. Azucena players as well. I mean, it's built into the character, man. Her preset 4. She's the only one that has this. Reina's a 3 circle, the diagram. Link should be either Gunnar or tries to hide it. Sorry, Sly. No, you're right. I think that, like, I think Xiaoyu players are weird because they're similar to Elisa, but I think that they are one extreme or the other. They are either not at all, and they just like Xiaoyu and think she's cute, or they are doing everything they can to put Xiaoyu in a bikini when they play her. And I especially saw this in Tekken 7. But in Tekken 8, it's also true to an extent. And the real issue is that you don't see a lot of Xiaoyu players. And I think you see it less at the higher level. I think as you get higher and higher, you see less and less of those Xiaoyu players that are just pure goons. But when you're lower, oh my god, they're everywhere. It's insane. You will have mighty ruler Xiaoyu players that are breaking into the venue at Combo Breaker or something, logging into the PlayStation 5 and going the character customization to put Xiaoyu in a bikini and then strategically sitting down in the right seat for their pools so that they are at the right console because they've marked it with a Sharpie so that they can play Xiaoyu with this bikini outfit. And then they're also bribing the TOs and the person they're playing against. They are bringing $100 bills so that they can play Xiaoyu with this outfit and not be forced to change it. Like that is the extreme we're talking about with some Xiaoyu players. But then obviously other Xiaoyu players are just like, they're normal. So I think tries to hide it is the right tier for this 100%. Brian plays like Kazuya plays, but Kazuya plays have an exception for June. Yeah, and that's why I'm gonna put it here, because I have noticed, especially lately, that there are some Kazuya players. You know what? Actually, I think Kazuya's here. You know what? Sue me. I think Kazuya's here because I think a lot of Kazuya players actually are gooners, especially for June or like other women that they think can beat them up, and they just try to hide it, and they're projecting by saying, I hate women are stupid. But then you look at Kazuya players with June or Lidia or some of these other women, Reina, for instance, maybe even Angel, and they're like, oh my god, it's a woman, Mishima, oh my god, I love her, and they like, they're tsundere. That's what it is. That's what they try to hide it, and they do the damn good job at it. But when you've been looking at this game enough, when you've played this game enough, you see through the lines. You see through the veil that they have put up. They're 100% in here. They absolutely try to hide it. Had a free bikini set without spending money. That battle pass money, man. I don't know if I can put Azucena in top tier because she's hard carried by Gojo. I mean, maybe. I'm mainly putting her up here because the Tekken devs are top tier gooners for Azucena with that bikini. So, somebody who talks to Xiaoyu plays on the daily, there are definitely a lot of goons. Oh, 100%. But I also think, too, with Xiaoyu, that you're mainly going to see it if you are a Xiaoyu player. And that's part of the reason why I say tries to hide it. But then there are some people I just don't. That's why it's tries, not does hide it. I like praying Brian because he isn't Gunnar approved, but he sure is crazy approved. True. Gay guys love Kazuya. I don't know how many of them play Kazuya, though. Also true. Guilty as charged, sir. I just don't hide it. Also true. How do we feel about Zafina? Dude. Zafina. Jin's top tier. Ooh. Yeah, well, let's do Zafina and Jin next. You better put Zafina up there. Have you seen all of her curves and how she's on off? That's not even the first time I've heard that, so you're right. Like, Zafina players are crazy. And, I don't know, man. With that outfit, with her outfit in Tekken 8. I'm just saying they know what they're doing. I mean, even their Tekken 7 outfit. Hello, Zakio. I didn't know you were streaming. Hi, welcome in. Hello. Yeah, I'm a little bit early. True Kazuya mains have one female secondary. See, that's what I mean. It's not all just about the males. In fact, I was an Azucena hater, but I love her. People can change. No cap, I'm a Xiao Yu enjoyer. I understand. I do some things to Zafina. Okay, moving on. Jin. Okay, so here's the thing with Jin. I think that Jin players are here. I'm not putting them in top tier though. And the reason why is because a lot of people that play Jin, particularly women, are a little bit turned off by his story in Tekken 6. And I think that's understandable. You know? I think that there are some people that are like, oh my god, Jin's so hot, I love him. And there are also some people that are like, oh my god, Jin's hot, but at the same time, he is a war criminal, so that's why I'm putting him here. And now if we're talking about like Tekken 5 Jin or previous, he's 100% up here. But I think after Tekken 6, one tier down. One time I had a Ling ask me to go over the replay and didn't warn me about the costume while I was streaming. Dude, have you seen Malice in Soul Calibur playing Sophitia? Like, I'm sorry, Sly. I do not care what the costume was. You cannot, yes, you cannot get worse than that. I know about Malice. He's been in my chat. I have streamed playing against that guy multiple times. And it doesn't make me uncomfortable about the outfit. It more makes me confused. What makes me uncomfortable is playing against him for an hour on Twitch with that outfit. But I never had to delete the VOD. Thank God. I just want to say that for Zafina, when the devs made it so you could put your characters in the main screen without a costume, I saw a lot of people putting Zafina with her red dress. If Zafina can do 3 stances, she should be able to do a pretzel stance. I would let Zafina step on me. Okay, moving on. The guy that plays it, that play Jin all think they are Jin, and they think they're cool because Jin is cool, so it's a repressed sexuality type of cooter. What type of outfit does Mouse use? Normal Sophitia dress with nude colors to make her look nude. Or a bikini with nude colors to make her look like she's nude. Anyway, moving on. Okay, let's address the outfit in the room. Let's address Nina. He's one of those. Yeah. So here's the thing. I legitimately don't care for Nina. I do not like her. But I swear to God, everyone, whether they're a Nina player or not, says that Nina is the hottest character in this game. So I have to put her up here. Like, I don't even like her. I don't get it. Like, a lot of these other characters, I can get it. Nina, I don't get. I don't understand. I don't like her. But I cannot escape from hearing people say that Nina is the hottest thing since Toast. So she's got to be up here. I don't know if it's non-Nina fans saying this and Nina fans are normal or what, but considering that her swimsuit was the laziest thing in the game, the worst one of all of the women by far, not even close, and you still have Nina players, I'm sure, are going to buy it. Yeah. Lee, I don't think this needs any explanation. Fee is proof enough that Nina is a top tier. That's also true. Isn't Nina technically a mother? I mean, not technically, she is. Yeah, I mean, Lee players, like, it doesn't matter. Like, a lot of these male characters, I've been like, the women think that they're... Lee players are gay for Lee. That's it. You, like... I don't even need to talk about this. Don't Lee got a Speedo cut? Yes, he does. Can you still talking about Lee's 2-finger thing? So yeah. Get shot in Fee's chat for saying Nina is mid. Well, then there you go. Yeah, you know what? That's a good point. Nina, Fee carries Nina to this tier single-handedly. The fuck is a gooner? If you don't know, you're better off not knowing. What I don't get is how many Nina players love her, but never seen basic instinct or Kill Bill. None of the characters from the movie she references. Because she has no personality to engage with. True! Who else do we have here? We need to fill out these tiers. Fakimram? I think Fakimram fans avoid. Like, Fakimram players are like Brian players, I think. I mean, when I think of a Fakimram player, I think of Book. And when I think of Book, I do not think anything up here. Definitely void. 100%. Who else? Clive? Listen, man, I don't know anything about the Final Fantasy fandom, but all I know is that Tifa's the thing, so I'm assuming that Tifa fans and Clive players are connected. What next? Devil Jin? Clive is very popular. True. I think Devil Jin tries to hide it because I think that Devil Jin is a similar thing as Jin, but obviously Devil Jin is evil. But then I think that some people that play Jin are kind of into the evil hot topic goth thing that's going on with Devil Jin, but they think that that's kind of weird, so then they go to Jin. I don't know if I'm doing mental gymnastics with this, but I think that's true. I think that Leo's another one, and I don't think I need to explain it. Because I think the main thing is that you have people that play Leo, and I'm not talking about Turbo here. I know Turbo's in the chat. But I think you have people that play Leo, but because Leo is gender ambiguous, they refuse to admit that they are into Leo because they don't want to be seen as being gay or bi, even though Leo is both genders and not a gender simultaneously. So Leo's entire purpose is that you can like interpret Leo however you want. I mean, that is literally why Leo was made, because if you don't know the lore behind Leo's gender ambiguity, the reason why Leo is gender ambiguous is because in Japan, it is taboo to play a character of a different gender than yourself. So, like, if you are a man and you play Elisa, that is considered taboo in Japan and Japanese fighting game culture. So Leo was created as an ambiguous character so that anyone can play Leo and not feel weird playing a character that is not the same gender as them. This is real, by the way. I'm not making this up. And so I think that also applies to this tier list, where instead of thinking it like they are the same, maybe you should think of it as they are different, so you stop being weird about it and stop trying to hide it. Also seen some pretty sus costumes online. Yeah, that's true. But I do think that a lot of Leo players try to hide it because they like Leo is the antithesis of the tries to hide it tier, because I think they literally try to hide it because they don't want people to call them gay. Man or woman. This isn't just a man thing. I think it's both. And you know what? I say, grow up. Leo's top tier is they just change the gender. I think that Leo players who aren't trying to hide it are definitely top tier. But I think that 90% of Leo players try to hide it. I think 90% of Leo players try to hide it. I think 5% of Leo players are top tier, and I think 5% are void. I think 5% just don't have nothing with Leo at all. So, therefore, we're in the middle. Leo's when you swear you're not gay, but you enjoy some fanboys from time to time. See, here's what I'm saying though. This is exactly what I'm saying, because that's what they associate with, and that's why they try to hide it. Is that why most of the roster is male? I don't know if that's the explanation, but like if you look at Japanese players, like you'll notice this. You'll notice that like every male Japanese player, for the most part, with some exceptions like Chikrin, of course, play male characters, and then all of the women play Elisa or Xiaoyu. Like Yu. I mean, Yu plays like Xiaoyu and Zafina and only plays women. Isn't Japan the biggest gacha game scene? Is only females? No, this is for fighting games. This isn't like general games or anything. This is for fighting games. Maybe with gacha it kind of changed a little bit. I don't know, because maybe it was general for games. That I don't know. But I know it's predominantly with fighting games. So character made to everyone that ended up being extremely niche. Yes. Yep. But that's the idea. And that's why Leo was in every Tekken game since Tekken 6 as well, because you need Leo for that character, that gender ambiguous character. So you have a character in the game that everyone can play without worrying about being a man and playing a woman. For some reason, that's a thing. Made me worry. I thought Leo players didn't care about... No, that's not it. Most King players aren't Gunas, but when you do meet the Guna King, you have to watch out. That's true. I think that King is in probably not, because you're right. You do see King players, and like every time I see the King players that have like the pocket thing that they put on their waist to make it look like something else, they are King players most of the time. They're either King players or Yoshi players, and we've already talked about Yoshi players. But for the most part, I think King players are just like, I like wrestling and wrestling is cool. And they might be like, if JC's in the game, they might be like, yeah, JC, whatever. But I think for the most part, King players are just like, wrestle! And that's kind of it. There's... Yeah. Let's go, I'm not a gooner. You plays Clive. Now, that's interesting. But Clive's Final Fantasy, so it's different. So I just trying to make sure I'm caught up on the chat. Armor King and King are top tier gooners. Did you see the crowd when Armor King got released? I was there. I was at Combo Breaker. Hot take, Armor King is void gooning because they're too busy aura farming. I think that's true as well. I'm gonna put King in probably not a gooner for the same reason as King, but how dare you? I think it's true though. Like this is my list, man, and I genuinely think that King and Armor King players are just in it for the wrestling. All right, who else do we got? Man, you know, like Steve, I almost want to put it here, but the thing is, Fee. Is Tilt in the chat? Is there a Steve player in the chat? Can you help me out with Steve? I don't quite know where to put Steve. I think that Steve is in try to hide it. Maybe good. Steve's definitely tries to hide it. Yeah, I think, okay, here's the thing I think with Steve. I think that when you have a Steve player who is playing Steve, they're not going to, like, be a gooner. I don't think so. But I think that most Steve players play another character, especially in Season 2. And I think that most Steve players, when they're playing another character, are playing a character that is up here. You know what I mean? And when they are playing that character... No, this is actually 100% correct, because you have Fee that plays Lily, you have Tilt that plays Lidia, you have Nikita that plays... Reina, I think. But this is a consistent thing. Almost every Steve player I know falls into this pattern where they play Steve, but they play another character that is in top tier. And I don't think that they try to hide it when they are playing or talking about that character. But when they are on Steve, when they're playing Steve, when they're talking about Steve, nothing. Without Fee, void with Fee, top tier. True. Says, I swear when Armor King comes out, I'm going to Shining Wizard you. Go for it. You can try, and you will succeed. I know Gohanify Caesar in Code Red tries to hide. Oh yeah! Oh my God, Code Red, dude. I literally played against Code Red at Frosty for like an hour. He played Steve. I had no idea until someone sent me a clip in Discord. And then I saw that he was playing against Reina, and he had the Reina, the mod that gives Reina like the thick thighs and everything. And I'm like, oh shit. No, dude, this definitely tries to hide. When I met Code Red, when I talked to him, when I played with him, I thought he was normal. I thought it was fine. I thought it was no big deal. But then someone sends me a clip of his stream, and he's just like shameless. It's crazy. The dichotomy. It's insane. And again, you also see this with Fee. It is consistent. It's Steve might be and tries to hide it in the same degree as Leo. It's insane. Also, sorry, Code Red. I'm sorry for calling you out. I didn't mean it. I had a brain blast moment when that got brought up. When as soon as Sensei said Code Red, I realized. But no, all of you saying probably not. You all are crazy. You all are insane. I'm almost tempted to put Steve here because every single Steve player is one. But I'm tries to hide it. I think that's fair. Never assume someone that they're normal. I have learned. Let's get this out of the way too. Victor's top tier. Really? You think? You know, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know Victor players enough. Silver Fox. Well, yes, that all Devil changed his name. Lidia Azucena. Nice name, though. Here's the thing. I know that Victor as a character is that way. But Victor players, though. I mean, granted, it's like Leroy. There are no Victor players. But I actually think Victor's here. I do not think that Victor players... Because here's the thing. If they are, they're playing that character instead of Victor. You know what I mean? Like, if someone's actually playing Victor, they are not playing the characters. Because if they are interested in these characters, they're already playing these characters and not playing Victor. Why are you going to play old lame-ass Victor when you could be playing Lily? Talking about the player base tries to hide it. I don't know. Maybe. And you know what? If that's the case, they're doing a damn good job at it because I don't know anything about Victor Gooners. I don't. I have no idea. But again, I don't know any Victor players really at all except for, like, low tier god. But I haven't noticed. So I'm going, you know, if they got me, they got me. I'm going to say he's here because that's genuinely what I think based on my observations and my analytical Tekken eye. Victor Gooners are bigger ninjas than Yoshi. I can see it. I can absolutely see it. But it's like I said, I feel like when you have Victor players that are like that, they're just playing these characters and they're not playing Victor, especially nowadays. Law, I call Gooner. Farzine is a Victor main? I don't know enough about Farzine, man. I gotta be honest with you. Law players are Gooners. Are they? Nah, I don't think so either. I almost think that Law is void. Like, I'm trying to think of any instance. Like, I can go on and on about Steve players. I can talk about the theory behind Leo players. I can give you examples of Jin players. I can give you clips of Huarong players. But Law? I don't know, man. Like, has any girl ever walked up to you and said, I just can't get enough of Law's Watcha? I have never in my life lost just people who like Bruce Lee a lot. That's true. But I don't buy it, man. You said what I were not. I don't buy it. Bruce Lee has Gooner fans. Yeah, but I feel like that doesn't translate into people that play Law. You know, because I agree with you. Bruce Lee definitely has Gooner fans, 100%. But I feel like those people aren't playing Law. And if they are playing Tekken, and they are just trying to play a hot man, they're probably playing like Jin. You know? And also, I think that they just wouldn't be able to get over the watch out. The artist for the Law panels, yeah, you know what? You're right. For the Law panel, I'm gonna bump him up a tier. You are correct. Colin tries to hide it. You know what? Yeah, you got me, Vogue. That is a legitimate reason to bump Law up 1 tier is because of the art. But yeah. Now when it comes to Paul, though, Paul's just the male equivalent of Tina fans for me. Yeah, I don't buy Paul. I don't buy Paul. Well, there is Sophie. But I wouldn't say that Sophie just likes Paul. It's not anything higher than that. Sir, okay, please explain to me how I'm wrong. I would like to know. Trojan! Paul is popular. I don't know. I never see him. Like, I don't remember the last time I saw a Paul player. Roman Jelly. Dude, I'm sorry. I don't know these people. Hi, Hirotake. Hello, hello. Hope you're well. Hope you're doing well, too. Hello, welcome in. Low panel is just based off a real photo of Bruce Lee, though. Back in the void. Even if people don't play Paul, they love Paul. Let's leave Paul on the back burner for now because I don't know. One thing I can tell you, Heihachi. No, right? No way. No way. There's no, I don't believe it. I don't believe it for a second. Shaheen? No, Shaheen just doesn't have a personality, right? Shaheen's uninteresting, doesn't have a personality, just kind of whatever. Yeah, no way. There's no way. Claudio. Well, let's just do Dragunov. Heihachi plays Akazuya plays without the soft spot for June. I think you're right. I think that you're right. I think the problem though is that there's overlap between Kazuya and Heihachi plays, and I think most people where there's overlap, they're actually maining Kazuya and they play Heihachi like secondarily. I think when it comes to actual Heihachi mains, it's probably Void. Sheen's like pasta without the sauce. That has potential, but bland as fuck. I agree with you 100%. And now, if we're talking about Rashid or something in Street Fighter, definitely higher. But Shaheen... This is what I mean saying you'd be best friends. Oh boy, I'll look at that in a second. 444, come on, Seth. I'm cooked. I'm sorry. Your chat has me gooing the Zafina, man. I'm sorry. I can't help it. Claudio. I don't know, man. Like, top tier? Yeah, because they are JoJo fans, right? 2 words, I'm waiting for them. Sense Sonic. I don't know what that is, but you know what? I buy it. Yeah, it's like Claudio is directly a JoJo reference. People that are fans of JoJo are playing Claudio, and we all know what they say about JoJo fans. I'm not gonna repeat it here, but if you know, you know. And then lastly, Paul. Yeah, I just don't believe Paul. I don't think so. Like I let Paul simmer on the back burner for a little bit. I don't believe it. I don't think so. So there you go. That's the tier list. Claudio's based from JoJo. Dude, in Tekken 7, he has the mask. He has the mask from JoJo as a customization item. He's a huge. I mean, there are a ton of JoJo references in Tekken, like Jin's gloves are a reference, but yeah, Claudio is a direct reference. Watch that link, and that's a Paul player, by the way. Okay, hold on. I'm so sorry to Roman Jelly for potentially calling you out. Oh boy, it's already like frame 1. Hold on. Let me switch back so I can show you. Frame 1. It's already over. It's already over. Let me move myself over. All right. I'm not even mad about June being top tier. It makes sense.
Okay, apparently Nina is not the best character. There's a better character. And I want to see if it's actually true.
Oh no. Oh no. He picks the outfit I use in tournaments. Oh no. Oh no.
We are locked in, boys. We are locked the fuck in. Okay, apparently.
No, he got it off at the best part. This is the best part. It says, shut up. You're digging yourself a hole. Yeah, you're right. Okay, I'll shut up. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going. You can see the neuron activation in real time. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for the only tier list that actually matters, the Gunnar tier list. I think that this is 100% accurate. I don't think that anyone can really argue with this. If you're at the bottom, you're safe. If you're at the top, you're not, and you're downplaying. Because as we said at the beginning of this is the ultimate tier list. Why is the reason? Because the characters at the top, the player base is going to dedicate more of their time, more of their money, and more of their life to these characters, and therefore make them better in tournament. So if you play a character at the top and you're not saying that they're top 5, you are a down player. And if you are playing one of the characters that is in void of gooning tier and you say that this character is bottom tier, then congratulations, you are officially still a down player. Welcome to Tekken A. Anyway, that's gonna do it. Have a great rest of your day. Bye bye. Did you know Jesus' real name is Josiah of Joseph, which canonically makes him the first JoJo? I did not know that. If that's true, that's crazy. That's very funny. Miari would be top 1. Oh yeah, no, Miari would definitely be top tier if she was on this list. 100%. Still void. Oh, you know, Paul's still void. Absolutely. No. This is not on the same level as FDX. No way. But I also don't know Paul player. Paul players just don't exist. I came here to make fun of the Gunnar, and now I am one. Sesujin, God, why? It comes with the territory, man. It's a virus, and it's spread to you. I'm so sorry. It does match with my name. No need to ask me. June's top 10. I agree. You didn't say top 5. So the Bible is the first volume of a light novel. I'd say that the Bible is the first light novel. I don't know. I'm just speaking words. Do I need more evidence? I mean, the video's already done, man. I can change the placement now. I can say, like, yeah, he's here, but it's not going to make it to the final cut. I have no editor. I'm the one that edits. Lidia, Azucena, Zafina, and Drag. I need help looking at this list. I did not read the Bible because too many people spoil me on the main protagonist dies. If Zafina had you tied up, would you fight back or resist? I mean, I would kick her because she's probably going to kill me. Hello? Like, that's her whole thing. She protects Azazel's tomb. She hides in secret. If I ever see her, then that probably means she's gonna fucking kill me. So I'm shoot her. Hello? At least we agree I'm not a gooner. Does Zazzle's power. Upon further review, I've come to the conclusion that Paul players are indeed not void of goon. Nope, that's not happening. Video's already done. I hit the stop recording button. I didn't hit start recording. I just download the VODs and then edit them. Jesus is also in JoJo Part 7. Huh. I'm awaiting the anime. I watched Part 6 recently. It was all right. The ending was really good. I think the ending of Part 6 was maybe like the second best. It was good. No spoilers, obviously. No spoilers. But I don't read manga. I think Jin should be moved one spot above completely due to Skung and his edits. Well, I haven't seen them, so he's staying in this tier. Listen, we're gonna fight, and if I beat you in a set, you're reevaluating Paul. No. It's not fair. I'm half asleep. Anyway. Fight me. No. I refuse. Oop. All right. I saved the image for YouTube thumbnail, probably. Bra, brew up Tekken 7 and fight me. Fucking Saturday! I'm getting me Malort. Good luck. Is that Dan to Dan? I don't want to bully weaklings reference. Well, no. But I'm just tired. I'm going to sleep in an hour, man. I don't want to play tag. I'm going to sleep soon. Hear me out. Reina's got some nice kneecaps. Do you want me to put Reina in a tier just for herself? You're Seth. Shut up! Some proof for Skunk. It's not even an edit. I mean, he's not wrong. He's not wrong. Okay. Those are some massive... Shut up! Okay. So, we got the joke thing out of the way. Those two... Shut up! We got the joke thing out of the way. Now, we're going to do something a little bit more serious. It is a tier list, but it's going to be a proper actual tier list. This is going to probably go on the main channel, by the way. But I've been, like, talking about tier lists and stuff for a while. People still ask me to do a tier list. I'm going to do a tier list. Hold on. I gotta prepare something real quick. So... do, like... where is... here... Every time I see Lidia, I want to make caveman noise. Those are some nice boobies. Thank you. That is... finally, a buff no one's mad about. Yeah, you're not wrong. Like, they said that you couldn't buff Asuka and have people be happy about it, and... my God, they did it. Sorry, still thinking here. I'm putting together the, like, trust me, when I'm done with this, it'll make sense. Okay. So we'll do that. I'm actually going to, well, yeah, this will probably be fine. Do this, and then 28, 34, and then and 5, and then if there are 38, 5, yeah, okay. You said you want to make caveman noises? I didn't know you would like that. You said it! It's right there in the chat! Again, it's going to Lydia. It's not... Motherfucker, the night's already passed for me. It's morning and I'm going to bed soon. Chimpanzee noise. I'm going to start. I'm going to start the video now. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to let you guys know what we're going to do here. Before I like really start. We're going to be making a tier list and talking about tier list stuff. But something I've been saying for a long time is that characters in terms of strength are so damn close to each other that tiers do not matter. Like, it's just irrelevant. So what we're going to be doing is I have placed characters on this tier. I mean, I'll just show you. I've placed these characters on this tier list because it's pretty much universally accepted that, like, these characters are, like, top 10. Seth and I'm is a bottom tier character, which I don't agree with, but that's what's universally accepted. And then everyone else is kind of just doing their own thing. And so what we're going to do is we have this as a base, and I'm going to use a random number generator to place the rest of the characters on this tier list randomly. And, see how it looks afterwards. Actually, I think Asuka's probably up here, right? I think, like, Asuka's universally accepted as being S tier, right? Is there anything else I should place that is universally considered, like, even if it's mid tier, is universally considered like this character is here, no exceptions? People said Happy Chaos was trash on release too. Yep. And he broke the game. Shaheen mid-tier. I disagree. I think that Shaheen's top tier. I think that Seth and I'm is top tier, but, like, everyone says that he's low tier. King and Huarong. I think King and Huarong are a little bit too ambiguous. I mean, like, maybe, like, Huarong's definitely up here, but... Hi, Crod Pope. Hi, Early Tekken. It's me. Crawdad Pope. I fucked it up, and you even said it in the message. Hi, welcome in. Hello, it's good to see you. Hello, hello. I'm just saying what everyone else says. Yeah. I'll just see Lee and Azucena near the bottom. Yeah, I don't agree with that. Clive. Volva, you're right. Yeah, we can, well... No, I mean... I personally think Clive is down here. Yeah, we can definitely put Elisa up here. We can put Clive here. Lee C or D. We can put Lee, like, here. Clive is A at the best. Yeah, you know, I agree. I think that Clive is here. And I think you're seeing less and less people putting him in top 10 as time goes on, right? I will say Falk is probably mid on paper, but if you give him to a player who's good at spacing and poke pressure and he's disgusting, I agree with you 100%. And he's like, the other thing is too that he's really easy to play. He's very simple. He's very straightforward, and that makes him consistent in a tournament setting. That's another thing I think makes him really good. Laws is A. Yeah, I agree with that 100%. Huarong, well, yeah, I think Huarong is A. I think Laws is A. Leo is A. Steve S. I think we can probably leave it like this as a base, right? Yeah, Leo is like A outside of top 10, yeah. Because we're trying to make this semi-series, but okay, and here's the point. Here's why we're doing this, right? The reason why we're doing this, we're putting the characters in where we're like pretty certain that we know where they're at. And the rest of the characters we're going to put in this list randomly. We're going to use a random number generator to put the rest of these characters in this list where they're a little bit more ambiguous, completely random, and then just see how it looks at the end to just kind of prove the point that like tiers don't really matter right now in the game. So Reyna's mid-tier. Another Gooner. Let's just no stop. Nope. But yeah, I don't agree with Azucena. I think Azucena is one of those characters where you see her all over the place. Yeah, I mean, let's just go through this. Fong is like towards the bottom. Isn't Panda universally deep? No. In season 1, yes, but not in season 2. Jack is like around here, but he's not definitively in one spot. Jin is like up here, but again, not definitively in one spot. June I've seen everywhere. Kazuya is kind of everywhere. King's kind of everywhere. Lar is probably at the top. Paul's kind of everywhere. Xiaoyu's everywhere. Leroy's everywhere. Lily's more towards the top, but kind of everywhere. Yeah, I think this is good. I think this is going to be good enough for a base, right? I mean, maybe Law should be put somewhere. Maybe Law should be put in S tier. Should we put Law in S tier? Like top 10? Oh, Claudio. Claudio's like universally considered top 10, right? Xiaoyu similar to Falkenraum, where she's mid on paper, but really good with poke spacing, focus playstyle, just much harder to play than Falk. Yeah, agree with you 100%. Xiaoyu's not as good as people want you to believe. Source me. No, I think Xiaoyu's solid, but takes a really good player. No way Nina is in the same as Ana. Oh, no, 100%. Reyna's C tier or even D. I mean, I could see her being anywhere. Reason why everyone puts Reyna as mid tier is because even though she's got some strong tools, almost everyone else in Tekken 8 got stronger, more broken stuff. So she should be mid tier, but Tekken 8 environment, she's bottom tier. See, and this is what I mean, right? This is part of, like, the thing where it's, like, part of it is the meta, part of it's the environment, part of it's matchup, stages, all of these other factors. And that's why it's, like, it's difficult, because while on paper, Reyna is, like, up here, there's definitely an argument for her being down here, so it's like she could be anywhere. That is not built for the Tekken 8 rushdown style 50-50 mixes, but I love that about her. Well, and you know, that's the thing about Xiaoyu as well. Xiaoyu has a bunch of moves, like her down forward 2-3 cancel, that's launch punishable on block. Meanwhile, you got morons out here like, what's a character I'm thinking of where that shit's safe? Like Eddie, where he doesn't move into a cancel and is -9 or something. It's like, why? Why are these two characters in like balanced so differently in the same game? What about Lidia? Lidia, people are putting everywhere on the tier list. People were putting her in top 5 at the beginning of season 2. Then they moved her to like top tier. Now people are putting her at bottom tier. She's been everywhere on the tier list. Me personally, I think that Lydia's A tier, but yeah, Xiaoyu's a lot of fun, 100%. Xiaoyu's really cool. Down 4, 2, 3 cancel needs to be minus 6 to be broken. It's really strong. Well, yeah, and that's what I mean. Oh, I'm thinking of not Azucena, of Zafina. I think that's who I'm thinking of. Claudio has a safe down jab string. Everyone else who has one of those is punishable. Yeah. Lydia is fair at B. I kind of think that B is a little bit too low for her personally, but I also think you have to be really damn good with the character. So, yeah, we'll just keep this as a B. I think this is good enough. I think this is good enough. Yeah, I don't want to like get too caught up on it, but I think this is solid. So, all right, let's do it. But against people I don't know the matchup, S plus against people I don't, A tier. Yeah, I agree. And like every good Lidia that actually plays her in tournament would tell you the same thing. There's a reason why you don't see, I said this in Discord earlier, and I think it's 100% true. There's a reason why you don't see Tetsu or Rangchu playing Lidia in like top 8s, you know? They play Lidia in pools just to do some bullshit against people that don't know the matchup. And then when they're playing against actual serious players where they know that they're going to know the matchup, they switch. That's just how the character is. She is not a good tournament character. Because she has too many weaknesses and she's too hard to play. All right. Yeah. Okay. Ready? Steady. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been about half a year since Season 2's come out. Season 2 came out 5 months ago at this point. And, you know, a lot of people have put out tier lists. A lot of people have had a lot of thoughts and opinions on character tier and placement. And if you know me, if you've looked at my Season 2 tier list, you'll know that I have a very different way that I think about character tiers in this game. I actually think this game is extremely well balanced. It's one of the saving graces of Tekken where I think that there aren't like 4 or 5 different tiers for characters. I think that there are a lot more factors at play when it comes to character placement. I think that consistency is a big thing, especially in tournament. And there are some characters that are just a lot more consistent than others, not just when it comes to stages and stuff. Like when you look at Zafina in Tekken 7, she was consistent because she could just run away and stuff like that. But no, I mean like the mental fatigue it takes to play some characters over others. The amount of effort that goes into playing some characters means that over time you're going to be worse off in a tournament setting than if you play a character that's a little bit easier and less taxing. Other factors though, like character matchups and stages, can skew how strong characters are wildly. And because of that, I've looked at this game as there being characters that are strong in tournament, but they requires effort, and then just characters that aren't going to do well in tournament. You probably are better off playing some other characters just because they're a little bit more consistent with matchups or stages or whatever. I think this is largely the same in Season 2, but I think that Season 2 is actually more balanced than Season 1 is. The reason for that is because there's less forced 50-50 mix-up situations. Characters aren't as reliant on stance 50-50 mix-ups. There's more defensive options. There's more defensive counterplay. Stuff like making it so that you can sidestep into the foreground when crouching, and heat engages being +9 instead of +17 means that you have a lot more answers to these situations, and it also means I think that the game is a lot more balanced, and these other extraneous factors are playing more of a role in character balance than the individual character's strength themselves. And because of that, I think in Season 2 that Tekken 8 is a game that doesn't have a tier list. I think that the best character that you can play in a tournament is the character you are the most familiar and comfortable with. If you spend however much time playing a character that is considered a bottom tier character, if they just work better with your playstyle, your mindset, then you are going to succeed more with them than if you play a character that is considered like top 5, which isn't something that I would necessarily say in, say, Tekken 7, where if you played Gigas, for example, you definitely were better off in a competitive setting in, like, Season 1 playing Jack or Dragunov, even if Gigas fit your playstyle well. Just something that I don't think exists in Season 2. And so because of that, we're putting together a little bit of a tier list today to kind of show my point. I think that this is also reflected in how players, whether it's content creators or pro players, are putting together the tier list. There's been a lot of fluctuation, a lot of things that have been moving around a lot with tiers over the space of the past couple of months. And I think that it's really difficult to form a consensus on what is considered like a good character or a bad character. Something I've said before, name 5 characters that are in bottom 5. Even if you can, which I can, I think it's extremely difficult to do. I want Mommy June. I want milk. I think it's extremely difficult to do, and, let me try that again. I think it's extremely difficult to do. I can't name a bottom 5, and I think if you take a bunch of people who have bottom 5s, they're going to be wildly different. And so that thing threw me off completely, Jesus Christ. And so because of that, what we're doing is we are making a tier list that is going to be random. I've put characters in here to make this semi-series that are more universally considered where they are in terms of their tier placements. Like these characters, like pretty much universally considered top 10. These characters considered top tier, maybe not top 10. Fakuram considered like bottom tier almost universally. I disagree with this. I think that Fakuram is more up here, but again, the point is it doesn't really matter. Lee's down here. The rest of these characters I think are very ambiguous in where they're being placed, and so we're going to randomly place these characters on the tier list, see how it looks at the end, and see just how accurate it kind of feels to what a real, like, tier list in this game in Season 2 looks like, and see if we can really tell the difference between this randomly generated tier list and what we would consider a normal tier list for Season 2. So, let's get on with it. Okay, now I can read the chat. Hi. Hi, Eloshan. Hello, hello. Also, hi, Jinja. Came from your YouTube. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, too. Hello, welcome in. Sorry, I'm having a little bit of a weird stream right now because it's late for me and I'm really tired, so we're not really playing the game. But we're doing some YouTube content stuff. We're making a tier list right now that'll go up on the YouTube. But hi, welcome in. It's nice to meet you, too. Hello, hello. So, I have to redo this, actually, because I originally had this at a different amount, and then I changed it. So this is going to be, 26. And let's see. So the first character we're going to do is number 17. So this is 14. So this is Yoshimitsu. What tier are we going to place him at? Going to place him top tier. Just like before. And, you know, like, honestly, I kind of agree with Yoshi being up here. I think that Yoshi is still strong. I think he still obviously has some of the best defensive options in the game. But, I think, and I don't think the nerves hit him that hard. Because he, like, I made a video a month after this game came out saying Yoshi was the best character in the game. That ended up being the case by the end of Season 1, by most people's standards. I think that the nerfs didn't hit Yoshi enough to bring him down to, like, D tier, like a lot of people are saying. I don't know, Spin sucks. I mean, I don't disagree with you, but I think that when it works very well. Like, I can tell you playing against iMusician, man, like, If you're placing the spin right, it's very effective. And yeah, you know, flash too, right? You can't use these moves all the time, but when you use them in the right situations, they're still really good. I think Yoshi's still strong. I think he's still underrated. And I think that people saying that Yoshi is like bottom tier just comes from that same thing we always see with Yoshi, where people kind of undervalue Yoshi and say that he's bad because no one really plays him very well. So it's not even there. It's just the realignment in this game. I mean, that's also true. But the tier list is spoken. Yoshimitsu is top 10. Next character. What do we got? Who do we got? We got 3, 6. Leroy. I think Leroy's top tier, personally. We got Leroy in B tier. I think that Leroy is a sleeper, like, top tier character. But, you know, I think B tier is fair. I like, it's kind of, like, anywhere you could say, yeah, it's fine. But, like, Leroy's lows are stupid. He has a counter hit, heat engager low that's effectively safe on block. His hermit stuff is ridiculous. Like, sidestep 3+4 is the best plus on block stance transition move in the game right now. And it's not even close. This character's so good. Shotgun being -9 now and heat, just ridiculous. It's so good. I'd have put him in A. Yeah, I agree. I think Leroy's A. But the tier list is spoken. Leroy underrated, but annoying to fight. Yeah, I agree 100%. Leroy is super strong. He's very underrated. Yeah, I think he's top tier. I think that Leroy is potentially a top 10 contender, but I'm not going to say that objectively because I don't play Leroy and I don't see enough Leroy. But I think that just looking at his stuff on paper and playing against good Leroys like Cortez, I see that potential for sure. So next is June. June A. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Like, June's not one of those where, you know, she can go literally anywhere. Next is going to be Jack. Jack's going bottom. And, you know, like, I don't agree with Jack being bottom 5, but I think that, you know, some people would argue Jack's bottom 5. I've definitely seen people say that Jack is bottom 5. So, you know, like, again, this is why it's ambiguous, because Jack could be literally anywhere. The tier list said he was D tier, so it shall be done. June's very strong, I agree. Yeah, I think that June is pretty damn good. I think that June has... I think that some people are saying that June is bad. And I don't agree with that. I think that a lot of it is looking at the June nerfs, particularly with the stance transitions and being able to sidestep right and everything, and looking on paper and saying June sucks now. But I think that June still has a lot of really good, like, neutral tools, and the Sabaki's obviously good, and frame drops and stuff that make her pretty decent. And then, yeah, Jack is universal. Yeah, Jack could be anywhere, I think. Next is Raven. I mean, some people have been saying that Raven's like top tier, top 10. Raven in B. Yeah, I mean, like, not much to say. I think that Raven is particularly good in the right hands. I played against some really good Raven plays. It's hard for me to form a good evaluation on Raven. This is probably where I would place him. But Raven is Lydia's best matchup by far. It's not even close. So it's kind of hard for me to evaluate Raven because of that, since the matchup is just so skewed in Lydia's favor. But I agree with Nikita. I think that Raven is a bit underrated. Don't see enough Ravens. Yeah, you see them quite a bit at high level. And so I have a lot of matchup experience with Raven. I know the character very well. And because of that, I also have a lot of experience against, like, the best Ravens in NA. But yeah, Raven I think is decent. But I don't know if he's, like, broken. I think that he has some things that are ridiculous, but after nerfing, like, Core Circle Forward 1+2 and stuff like that, he's a little bit more reasonable. What makes Lidia versus Raven so good? Forward 4-2 just stuffs Raven out of a lot of things. Forward 4-2 has enough range in it being a mid that it makes his parry useless. Lidia also doesn't have strings, so that Raven's parry isn't going to give him anything guaranteed. Like, it's not something you have to think about with Lidia because, I mean, like, Lidia doesn't do strings. She doesn't have moves that does strings. She does, like, her moves just do one hit, and then they, like, go into stance, so you can choose to just go out of stance and then forward 4-2 him again. Well, actually, no, if he parries and it doesn't go in the stance. So Lydia's just, like, isn't, like, how Lidia plays naturally isn't playing into what Raven does defensively. And then all of Lydia's offense counters Raven's offense. So, no, I'm not joking. Like, I think the Raven-Lidia matchup, it's 7-3 to Lidia. It's really good for Lidia. I wish June could cancel his stance, honestly. It would be really nice for her, yeah. All right, so the next one is Fong. Fong in 3. I mean, this is just a natural resting place for Fong. I think that Fong is another character that's, like, top-tier contender. But 6-4 to Lidia, that's fair. But, yeah, I think that Fong isn't kind of in the same spot where he was in Tekken 7, where Fong is extremely good and no one's really looking at him for some reason. But Fong's good. I think that B is fair. I hate Kempo. I do too. Kempo is trash. Dragunov. Again, I'm doing this with a random number generator, by the way. I'm afraid to show Google because I don't want my location. I don't think my location's on here. So this is how I'm doing it. I roll, I get 9, so I just go 9th on the list, and then here, I'm gonna hit generate. Dragunov, number 1. Okay, that might be a little bit... Well, I mean, Pigeon Roll Oki, man. I don't know. Pigeon Roll Oki is... I do think that Dragunov is underrated. I think I've been seeing people saying that he's bottom tier. I think that he's top tier. I don't think I'd say he's top 10. But Dragunov's pretty damn good. I will say that. I thought the I-14 while standing launcher would be more impactful. It's like, it's good, but you just don't have to do the lows against Raven, honestly. Fong is very good. I don't think he's busted, but he's extremely annoying. I agree. Joe could drop Fong because he has to win 2 more interactions with him. Isn't Fong just like Leo? No, they're different. They're different for a multitude of reasons. I would put Dragon A, but not an S. I agree. I agree with you. All right. Who's next? Number 1, that's going to be Jin. Oh boy, this is probably the character that's left on the list that's most deserving of being S. Bottom tier. Okay, that's a little bit off as well. Obviously, Jin should probably be up here, but the list has spoken. There are going to be a few things that are going to be off of it being random. That's why we place some characters preemptively. Jin's one of those we were debating on, like, putting an A or S. He's going to be a bit of an outlier, right? The Jin Discord hacked you, huh, Seth? I mean, you saw it on screen. What do we got next? Number 2, King. King number 2, I think that's completely fair. I don't think that there's a lot to argue about that. Maybe you can say that he's S tier, but I think King being A tier is completely fair. Jin just started playing Jin after taking a break from Azucena. Well, congrats, you are playing an official low tier character. What's number 10? Panda. Wait, did I change the number? Oh, did I screw up because Armor King's here? I didn't change the number. My bad. I got to reroll. This is 14, 15, 16. Number 6. That's Azucena. Number 5. All right, well, the Azucena Discord is correct, apparently. Azucena is trash, and she will forever be trash. Who's next? Heihachi. Oh, no, not Heihachi. Lidia. No, boy, please don't be one. Ah! There you go. There's the top 10. Honestly, this is top 10. So this is solidified now. This is solidified, so I'm going to be taking this number off. There's your top 10. Rigged, rigged, rigged. So number 1 is going to be A tier now. Yeah, I mean, most of these characters were placed in advance. We placed Yoshi, Dragunov, and Lidia there through the random number generator. That's just how it be. Lydia's while standing 3 is decent against Aquas, but oh yeah, 100% it is. A picking an S, he doesn't really have any weaknesses. I think I agree with you, yeah. But she's not trash. No, Lydia's at like A tier. But then again, I think it's better to be here than like C tier. I'll be honest. All right, 14. It's gonna be number 11. Zafina. Oh boy. 3. So that's gonna be C tier now. Yeah, based on what people have been saying about Zafina, that seems pretty accurate. Next. Number 8. Steve-oo. Steve-oo trash! And that's your bottom 5. That's your bottom 5. Fakenram, Jack, Jin, Azucena, and Steve. Man, like, here's the thing. Obviously, Jin doesn't belong here. But when it comes to Azucena and Steve, I have heard people say that Azucena and Steve are bottom 5. So make of that what you will. I have to bring the random number generator back up. Jin bottom 5. Yeah, man, we made this happen. Asuka players, we made it. So now we're going to make this 3. So this is just going to be A, B, and C tier now. I'll probably cut off A tier when it gets to like 8 characters so that we keep this a little bit more even. King's A tier until they find out you can't break throws, then he's S tier. True! Which is at least A. I agree. Number 4, Xiao Yu. Oh boy, here we go. Number 2, B tier. Pretty accurate. Damn it, I got rid of the thing again. Steve-O trash. You know what Fee's saying right now? Fee's right now going, yes, yes, yes. This looks like I'm not saying that well. But yeah, you're not wrong. I mean, seriously, how is Azucena trash? I mean, I'm with you, man. I don't think that she is either, but a lot of Azucena players think that she's bad. Let's just make sure we count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, we're on 11 here. We got next. Panda, for real this time. Panda in B tier. Yeah, I think that's pretty accurate. If he wouldn't care, he'd be respectfully staring at Lily. That's also true. Number 6. So I forgot. Yeah. Shaheen. B tier. I think that Shaheen's more of an A tier, but I think a lot of people are putting Shaheen here as well. All right, 9 characters left. And with these tiers, we might just have to dump everyone in C. Lily also B tier. I am clicking the button, by the way. I am clicking the button. It just doesn't show it, but I am. Number 6, Victor. Victor is C tier, and again, I think a lot of Victor players would agree with this placement. Bring back Miguel and Cooney the second. I'm with you. I want Cooney back too. It's a lack of knowledge that carries Shaheen. I think that Shaheen is legitimately really good, but I also think that does help. All right, number 7, Heihachi. Heihachi's gonna go in A tier. Sure. I don't even think that's unreasonable. I think that Heihachi is a sleeper, like, really strong character, but again, I think that Heihachi isn't a very strong tournament character, because Mishimas naturally aren't going to be strong tournament characters. Eddie, gonna be number 2. And I think with that, I'm gonna close off the B tier, because there are just too many characters in here now. Yeah, Eddie probably down in C tier more realistically. We're going to have one more character in A tier, and then everyone else we're going to dump into C tier. So let's see who that's going to be. Number 2. So this is going to be Paul. and Paul's going to be the last A tier, and then everyone else is going to go down into C tier. So there you go. We even got Panda above Kuma. That's the list. This is the randomly generated list. We have the top 10, we have A, B, C, and bottom 5. And here's the point, right? Here's the point I'm trying to make with this tier list. This tier list doesn't look that wrong, right? Like, if we do a little bit of tweaking, a small amount of tweaking, if what we do is we put, like, Jin up in A tier, right? That one adjustment, and then who do we put in bottom 5? Let's say, I don't know, Victor, right? Let's put Victor here, let's put Eddie here. I made one small shift from the randomly generated list, on top of having characters obviously placed here, because if we had, like, Anna in bottom 5, that would obviously be ridiculous. And this tier list doesn't look that much different or that out of place. If I posted this on Twitter and said this is my tier list for Tekken 8, I don't think anyone would bat an eye at this. No one would be looking at this and going, this is stupid, this is ridiculous, etc., etc. And I think that this just goes to show how well-balanced of a game Tekken 8 is. We can talk, genuinely looks like a tier list I stumbled upon on Twitter. Exactly. And that's my point, right? We can talk about the game feeling bad. We can talk about how much we hate the game, about all of these aspects of the game we don't like. But at the end of the day, the biggest saving grace of Tekken, the greatest thing about this game, is how well-balanced it is, right? And, you know, yes, like, the other thing from this tier list as well, as Zakio pointed out, people would say that Reina in C tier is crazy. People would be going on about how, like, Azucena players are downplaying, and then people would be saying that, like, Yoshi isn't top 10, Yoshi isn't that good, etc., etc. There'd be all of this discussion around these characters, but they'd be discussions that are already happening, right? They're discussions that people are already having about these characters, and that's why you're seeing all these different tier lists with all these different character placements. But at the end of the day, this is random. And if you have a tier list that's created completely randomly that is agreeable, I think that is the biggest sign that a game is balanced. I don't think that there is any other fighting game out right now. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think there's any other fighting game out right now where you can make a tier list like this completely random and have it pass as being normal. And so I think that's something that's important to talk about and to praise the Tekken balance team for, that they have created a balanced game. Now, again, when it comes to aspects of the game, the fun of the game, like character traits, unhealthy game design, stuff like that, that's a whole nother discussion. But the one thing that they have done is that they've made the game balanced. And I hope this tier list and this demonstration, this exercise has kind of shown that, and shown my point that I don't think that there are really tiers in Tekken 8. That's what this list was kind of trying to show, that when we can make tier... Oh god, TTS.
Myri is top 1 in our heart already. For the lemur, for Vanilla, for Madagascar.
True. I'm dying to see gameplay on Miari, but true. Top 1 in our hearts and on the Gunnar tier list. Oh, I lost my train of thought. But, yeah, the point I was trying to say before the TTS interrupted me is that, like, there aren't any, like, tiers in this game, you know? Like, and this exercise is trying to show that we can, like, make tier lists. We can say that characters are top 10, characters are bottom 5. But at the end of the day, this game is so well balanced that it's irrelevant. And when we have all of this discourse, all of this fighting, all of this arguing about characters being bottom tier, characters being top tier, players downplaying, players being bitches about their character, people bitching about their character, and bitching about other people bitching about their character, and all of this other stuff, and all of this discord, and all of this hate, and all of this anger around characters and balancing. The main takeaway from this is that it's not worth it. It's not worth the argument. It's not worth the heartache. It's not worth bickering and being angry about it, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. What matters is if you're playing your character and you're having fun. And if people want to sit there and say that, like, you're downplaying or get mad at you for playing a character or whatever, they're just whining. And they're not worth listening to. Because when the game is this balanced, when we're talking about downplaying, we're talking about downplaying in a way that is so microscopic in its effect on, like, the game and the balancing and all of this stuff. That's just irrelevant. It's just people complaining to complain. It's just people being miserable and trying to project their misery onto other people. Shut up! And so, what I'm trying to say here is, don't take them seriously. Don't worry about them. Just play the game and have some fun. Anyway, that's it for me. Take care. Bye-bye. All right, that's the end of that video. When everyone's super, no one is. Exactly. Yep. Exactly. This looks like a real tier list. People will probably still call it stupid because you didn't put their main bomb 5 and didn't put a character that just beat them in top 3. Yeah. Yep. I'm going to boot up Tekken and have no fun. You can't control me. Oh, man. All right, well. That is that. That's the stuff I had planned for today. Thank you for the DLC. Hey, oh my god, more redeems. All right, I'll boot up Tekken and we'll play some games. I do not have the energy to do low rank Tekken. I will do that tomorrow. I'll do that tomorrow. You can count on that. I also have low rank Tekken that we streamed last week that I'm gonna put up on the second channel sometime soon. But I'll boot up Tekken 8. We'll play a couple of games online before I head out here. But yeah. I say TTS sound like the AI from perspective. Well, GLaDOS, it is an AI. Say Tekken 8 is balanced relative to literally every Tekken game. True. So I've been saying all this time, I'm having fun. That's all that matters. Exactly. You're right. If people doesn't like Azu, they still play for fun, enjoying the game at the same time. Yep, that's all that matters. Tomorrow, low rank Tekken, we gotta discover some unorthodox tech. I still need to figure out what I'm going to make the theme of low rank Tekken tomorrow. As long as I can play some Lidia, I'm cool. Hell yeah. All right, let's get into it. She's hella fun, unique, and I also want her to step on me. Okay. What the hell just happened? I just realized I have my second monitor on while I'm doing this, so the game is going to play like shit. Every time I see rain, I want to make caveman noises. Alright, you do you. Yeah, so those of you that don't know, dude, my controller just stopped for a second. Huh? Oh, the game crashed. Okay, cool. Anyway, that's gonna do it for today's stream, everyone. No, the game legitimate. That's not a bit. The game just closed. The game was freezing, and that's why I went home, because I was tapping the down button and it wasn't working, and then all of a sudden it just burst out all of my down inputs, and then the game closed. I see some things never change. Hi, Ralph. Welcome to the stream. Hello. Well, I launched the game for 2 minutes and it just closed. Harada's finger poked me. I thought you were just bewildered by lateral. No. So what happened was, I mean, you saw in the character select screen, the game froze. Maybe when the game froze, it threw up the, like, crash thing. And I just didn't see it. I don't know. But... Sorry, I'm hungry. I'm eating a Cliff Bar. It's gone now. So just have fun in Tekken. I know it's hard, but you can try. Also appreciate the follow. Thank you. No access to blah, blah, blah shade. No, the game, there was no error. It just closed. Why are you sorry about eating dead air? All right, I'll try again. We'll see. I don't know why, but ever since the Fakuram update, the game's just been crashing nonstop. Couldn't tell you why. I'm gonna try, though. I'm going to try. I'm gonna do my best. Yeah, why you sorry? Don't shoot! I'm sorry because there's a gun to my head. Why are you sorry when you're eating dead air? Yeah, the game runs like shit, but it's fine. We're only playing like a couple of games and then I'm gonna head off. Ooh, the game froze there. Ooh, it's Wi-Fi, even better. I just made Bushin, but for some reason can't get out of Bushin with Lee. Well, congrats on the Bushin, man. That's awesome. Bushin to Tekken King's a big jump. It's tough. But good luck on it. Okay, he is permanently lagging. He is just red. Definitely could have done that better. Boop, boop. Good G-Clef. I don't know what's happened. Dude! I really want Lidia to pin. Shut up! Why couldn't I punish that? Back throw. Okay, good. Seth got distracted. Yeah, I got it a while. Or maybe last week? When did I get it? Good step. Oh, where's my down jab? That beats that. Boop, boop. It's fine. Oh, that was Wild Rising 2, man! What the fuck? Oh, I tried the hop kick. I forgot. Oh, I'm dumb. Like, dude, you're in stance. Like, what do you want me to do? You are literally staring at me in stance. I gotta remember, when he does while running one, it's sidestep left duck. I really want Lidia to pin me against How long did it take? Like, what, an hour and a half or something? I forgot that Laws has that follow-up after down forward one. I was thinking Sam couldn't have seen it, but delayed congratulations. Oh, thank you. Oh, I tried the down jab. You can't down jab there. You have to just duck. Okay. Good. 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 Well, I tried to go into heaven and earth and my controller gave me 2 back inputs. All right, well, it's fine. When would you use Cat 1 versus 1+2? 1+2 just seems better. Cat 1's -4 on block, 1+2 is -9. Cat 1, you can move around sidestep afterwards. I have a 13 win streak, by the way. I just realized, Jesus Christ. What? Sure. Good punish. Should have punished that correctly. Nice. Ooh, nice back sway, nerd. Got his ass. Nice. That was a back one, by the way. My control is still busted. No, like in general style. Oh, no, you're good. Like, the thing is, I don't play ranked, so it's not really a question I can answer. Damn, nice timing. Because I don't play ranked, so. Okay. That was back one again. Oh, I did that for the down jab as well because it punishes there. Okay, my back button just isn't working. I'm holding back. Why could he do that from back turn? I was holding back and she just wasn't like backing up. Yeah, my controller is just like completely fucked. Holy shit. That's so bad. Why didn't it resplat there? Great question. Yeah, I should have won that round, but sure. I felt like I should have used two. I'm just distracted. Okay. Ah. Damn it. Oh, fuck, man. I lost my win streak. I don't know. That was so aggravating. Because my control is not working. God damn it. Ugh, it's so annoying, man. I literally sidestepped in the back one and I got jabbed when he did down jab after getting the right read. It's so frustrating. Nice. Huge. Oh, I didn't hit the link. He's on Wi-Fi. Okay, good. He's definitely attacking more. Sure, man. That's crazy. But this is why I'm here. I'm practicing. Yep, I knew he was going to hit a button there. Fair. Ah, yeah. Yeah, not much I can do about that. Okay. He doesn't know. There you go. Okay. I thought I was going to spring kick. I wouldn't call a Wi-Fi jockey lag warrior practicing. More like masochism. Dude, it's better than playing against console. Yeah, you can't down jab there. So annoying. And I can't forward 2 that. I knew he was going to do that, but I thought I could forward 2 to counter hit him. Okay. That caught my sidestep. I sidestepped right. Okay. Fair. Wow, man. That's crazy. Okay, there we go. I thought I was gonna rage out, so I delayed it. All right, I'll take it. I'll take it. I gotta look at my back button, man. Ugh. It did fine later, but like in that second game, I was actively holding back, and Lidia just stood there and did nothing. It might just be because of my other monitor, but yeah, it's fine now. See, it's fine now. I smacked it once, and now it's... Oh, there. Yeah, you see that? That's the controller being broken. That 2 frames from neutral followed by the 1 frame of back there. Yeah, that's the controller. Super dry on micro switches. I know, right? It's so aggravating. It sucks. And I don't know how to fix it. Oh, I stepped up. My bad. Good punish, though. Oh, that was down back 3. Eek. Out of range, shit. Basically, free player 2 Shaheen Kareen backdash controls now banned from major tournaments. That was core circle forward 4. God damn it. That wasn't. Yeah. I thought I stepped that. I also didn't get a break. Good. Whoa. Woo! Nice duck. It's a mic from STL. I don't know who that is. I don't either. How did I get core circle forward there? Oh, I can't parry there. I'm... Wow. Okay. Sure. There we go. Nice. Yeah, nice homing. Third stack. Bop. That was... Oh my god, dude. That was back 3. What the fuck? I actually need to look at the inputs after this. That's happening so much now. That's crazy. I did back 3 and I got neutral 3. Like, I was holding back. Oh my god. I reacted to that. I don't know how, but I did. Today's broken control day in quick matches. Yeah, pretty much. It's really annoying, too. Okay. Nice. Huge. All right, so I'm gonna one and done because I need to look back at that game and see what happened with the back 3. I need to know like what my controller is doing so I can figure out how to fix it. Time to swap to arcade stick level. I mean, that's kind of the problem, right? But I don't want to learn arcade stick or levelers because then I have to start from 0, and I don't like that. Never felt bad for a Brian play before that round 4 wall secrets. Jesus Christ. Yeah, welcome to my Lidia, man. It was the round that he won. Oops. Oh my god. What is backwards on this thing? Round 3. Let's see. Yeah, it was right here. It's right here. That's actually fucking ridiculous, right? I mean, come on. What is that? I was holding back when I did this, by the way. 1 frame of neutral? frame perfect misinput. I mean, you can't do this as a human on a controller, you know? Look at this. 1 frame of neutral, then 7 frames of back, then 1 frame of neutral again, then 1 frame of back, then neutral. Dude, I swear to God. Hold on, I'm gonna bang this a little bit. I think banging it might help. Expertly misinput. True. Again, it could. There it is. Yep, there it is again. There it is again. Oh, there it was twice in a row. Look at that. Oh my God, it's happening every time now. What the fuck, man? Hello? Every time she I'm just going back and forth on the controller. So every time she backdashes is the controller fucking up. Disassemble or clean and replace the switch. One of the screws is stripped, so I cannot disassemble it. I actually have every screw out of it right now except for the one screw that shipped. One screw that's stripped. Sorry, I'm tired. Hi, Karma. Hi, Karma Loki. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Dude, why is it happening so frequently now? It wasn't like this last time. I don't know why this is happening. Don't bang it, you risk breaking it. It's already broken. Dude, like... I don't know what I'm gonna do. Lily's great at dash blocking Seth's controller. Yeah. I mean, look, it makes my Korean backdash not work too. Like, look. Time to save up for a new controller. Dude, I can't do anything with this controller anymore. It's beyond fucked. It's so bad. Sign your controller is death. I know, but I don't exactly have a replacement. Oh, now it's fine. Fewer games this week just got a lot easier. Oh my God, and the matchmaking is broken too. Cool. Do we have an Xbox just like mine? Nope. How long does your controller typically last? It's a great question. I don't know. This one lasted me, what, like 2 years? I mean, early, it's 9 p.m. Well, that's relative. Yeah, dude, my, like, ugh. It's not doing the backdash thing now that I've banged on the desk a couple of times. I swear, there's just something going on in the controller. All I need to do is open it up, spray some air in there, close it, and then it's good. I've tried spraying canned air, like, between the gap in the D-pad, and that causes the issue to get worse sometimes. So there's something that's going on inside. I just need to reseat everything. But again, with the screw being stripped, I can't do much. I'm the hookup Dr. Seth with a Battle Beaver controller. I need laser eyes. Once I have faulty controller in Tekken 7 playing ranked, trying to get Tekken King, was raging a lot. Tekken A, I don't recommend doing that at all. Yeah, that sounds awful, man. Fair. Should have ducked. My bad. That tracks? It's Jack. Why am I asking that question? Okay. Nice. Good down back one. Buy Xbox it cheap and save money. No, it's more expensive because then you have to replace them every 2 months. If I was to buy like normal controllers like that, I would be spending upwards of nice low parry, like $300 to $400 a year on controllers. I'm out of range there. Oh, come on! You're out of your mind! Good. I had the read and I ducked that. He'd smash full screen at the wall. Yup. Could have done that better. Nice try. Some people prefer DualShock D-pad. Oh my god, it happened again. I did not do the jump back. Okay. GG. I don't, because it wears out after 3 months and then you need to get a new one. Should take the time to get more used to my level list. I mean, I should too, but I also hate playing on level list. It makes my wrist hurt. I did try ducking for the high there, so fair enough. I swear that's punishable. Fair enough. I finished it. Good. Ah, trade. I'm alive though. Oh, I thought I could float him there. Maybe if I didn't do the running one. I thought that was a completely different move. Damn. Nice. No. That was not intentional. Okay. Hi, Markley. I remember playing a lot of quick matches with this Jack. Really? Oh, that was while Rising 4-2, but I did it too early. Good. That was, yep, that was back 3+4. And I just got screwed for it. Good block. Leverless is the best thing that happened to my wrist. Speak as an old man at the retirement age of 36. Leverless hurts my wrist really bad. Why didn't that trade? Oh, I ducked. My bad. Wow. Okay, that wasn't a clean hit, but it's fine. GG's. All right, I think I'm gonna probably have to stop here. Like, this is happening so frequently, I can't play the game, unfortunately. So your back button is broken. You can't just switch sides to make it your forward. But well, then I don't get forward too, right? Which is probably worse. I'm not used to buttons that bind multiple buttons on level list because they're further away, so I have to move my hand, and that I'm not used to. Yeah, it takes a long time, and I just don't want to go through that process. What round was it where that happened? Was it this one? Again, I just want to look at it and see. Maybe it was the next one. I know it wasn't last round. You see, I tried doing 4-2 there. Yup. And here it is. I did do... No, I didn't. There was a 2-frame gap. Look, I was holding back. 2-frame gap. 30 plus 4 comes out. 1 frame of back. Another 1-frame gap. And then it... Dude. That's so fucked. That's so fucked. That's so fucked, man. The fact this is happening so frequently as well is... I have another one, but I have to take this whole goddamn thing apart, and it's such a pain in the ass. Last time I found we went 3-5. Super Jack, no one plays him, so a lot of things I just didn't know how to deal with. Gotcha. Yeah. I'm still happy, especially with how tired I am with how I played those couple of games, but yeah, I just, like, I need to fix my controller to be able to play the game. So, it is what it is, whatever, it's a shame. Again, it could also be in part because my other monitor is on. It might not just be the controller. I know that it is the controller, but you saw how the game, like, crashed that one time, so that could also be it. I don't know. I'm not too upset about it. Like, I played really well these few games, but yeah, I gotta call it, man. I'm tired. I gotta go to bed. I gotta sleep, and I gotta fix my controller before I play tomorrow. So. You don't have to move your hand. You can also double press. Is it easier on Levelless Arcade? Listen, I have a really bad thing with, like, moving my fingers like this. Like, even just doing this, I can feel it, like, down here in my wrist. So I need to keep the movements minimal. If I'm doing this, then it's fine. But if I'm doing all of this, it's bad. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up on the chat. Oh, yeah, and then, you know... Devil's also bringing up Political Storm. If I swap sides and I try doing Political Storm, I get forward 1+2. Or neutral 1+2. That's just that. You die if you do that. I was talking about Shaheen being the only one with safe down forward 2, hot kick, and orbital. Technically, Yoshi has the same combination of tools. Yeah, if you count on avoiding the puddle. Use Xbox D-pad. I hurt my thumb practicing wave boom dream backdash, so I changed the level. Yeah, that's fair. I probably should change to levelless too. Or stick, but I just don't want to go through the learning process, man. I like pad. I like playing on pad, but it sucks how frequently pads break. I value 3+4. Do you fight Steve with Lidia? It feels rough. Apart from down 2, what could crush back 1? Don't think down back 2 works there. The Steve, in my opinion, Steve is Lydia's worst matchup. I think that you just have to be really patient with him and let him play his bullshit and catch him out. Kind of like the same thing with Lily. You know, how Lily is like, she can sidestep mindlessly and you just have to wait out her bullshit and then catch her with her pants down. Steve is the same, but it's a lot... It's tougher because Steve's mix-ups, when you let him do them, of course, are really good. And so... And you also just can't really run your offense against him because of weave and stuff. So I think you just have to be patient and let him do his thing, and then don't get overzealous with your offense, because Steve will kill you for doing it easily. Oh, you want the song? Hold on. I can give you my jukebox real quick. I should make, like, jukebox a command and just screenshot everything. Hold on a second. This one. You want to, like, rewind or pause into YouTube or whatever. There you go. So for that one, what was that one? There you go. It wasn't to the Stratosphere we were playing on, right? What was it? The other stage. Dude, I'm getting double inputs on the down. Jesus. Yeah, it was this one. Yeah, there you go. Thanks a lot. Yeah, no problem. No need to change the stick of levers, but the Xbox D-pad, I think it's bad for this type of game. I think any membrane D-pad is bad. Considering Ryan is dead, it really would probably be a good idea to get comfortable with leveler stick. Unless you get your hands on the Vertex fight pad, but that thing's $200 or some shit. It doesn't even have a micro switch D-pad, so it's bad. It's bad. Ryan's the only one. But yeah, you're right. It sucks that the Ryan is dead. I'm gonna look it up on Google. The Google AI says the Hoi fighting Commander Octa has a micro switch D-pad and amazing. Oh yeah, this was the one, the Thrustmaster E-Swap S, which is basically like a Vertex, but it actually has a mechanical D-pad. So I mean that might just be it. But God, the buttons look so shit. The buttons look so bad, man. And also, can you not change the position of the D-pad? I don't want the D-pad there. It's also an Xbox controller and not a PlayStation controller. Dude, it just keeps getting worse. Christ. Hi, Decky. It's 8:35. It's not early. Depends on your time zone. Yeah, I'm looking right now, man, but yeah, I do need to learn how to play with levelers because there is going to come a point where I cannot get a Ryan anymore. It's already at a point where you can't find a Ryan new. You can only find them used. Maybe it's just me, but I hate the D-pad on Xbox controllers. Oh no, I'm with you. And there's also the 8-bit dough ones, which I know are cheap, even though they use a membrane. But I don't think 8-bit dough ships to the US anymore because of tariffs. So that's cool. Thanks, Trump. Keyboard for the win. Yeah, but you can't use keyboard in tournament. I also just hate how levelers feels. I really do. I do not like playing on levelers at all. Oh no, you can. Yeah, I mean, maybe I should just buy one of these 8-bit doughs and give it a shot and see how long it lasts. I don't know. People say that this control is really good. If it ends up being good, then sure. But people also said that about the Fighting Commander, and it was trash. My thumb got a bit sore and got calluses on the joint, and got a cheap levelist and love it. Put the thing in my lap, though. Helps avoid the wrist pain. See, I get wrist pain from using levelers. If I use levelers for like 20 minutes, I get really bad wrist pain. 2.5 save Tekken. I just got hit by Brian Ford 4-2 from his back. Nice! Hell yeah. I don't like the D-pad and the PS5 control. Doing core circle back and core circle forward is blah. Yeah, I believe it. Like Commander Octa Pro, maybe? Nah, I've heard that control is trash. He was not the best recommended for fighting games specifically. No, dude, I would hate playing on keyboard. Yeah, I don't know, man. I still have a Ryan, so it's still like that Ryan I have is gonna last me a year, but her Vertex is pretty good. Doesn't have micro switch D-pad, so not interested. I'm only interested in controllers that have a micro switch D-pad. So I love how Google AI as well is recommending Snackbox Micro, which is a levelers for controllers. Great. Hi Milosh. Hello, welcome in. Build your own controller. Ooh. This dude called Banana Faction, who made some scuff-looking 3D printed fight pads and also a microswitch D-pad replacement PCB for the Hori Octa. He's not selling anything at the moment, though. Ah, man, I'd have to look into that, though, because I am more than willing. If someone comes up with a schematic for how to basically make a Razer Ryan at home, but you need to solder everything and get your own microswitches, I will do it. I will. The future is levelers. I mean, it probably is, but I just don't want to learn it. You remember when I played keyboard, Seth? It was a pain for me before I got a controller. Yeah, but see, the problem is that I'm going to tournaments and stuff, and because of that, I don't want to adjust. You know what I mean? Something like the I already have that. I already own it. But Shay, I hate Xbox D-pad because of the plate. Why does it cover or curve inwards? Yeah, that's a great question. As it is, could you try cracking open the Ryan you have and using it as soldering practice? Find some replacement switches. I mean, I do have the piece from the old one. So, like, I could just take the switches off of this and then put it onto my current one. Possibility. But also, if I just, like, found whatever switches they use, I could, theoretically, the PCB is not the problem. It's the switches that are. So, if I could find the exact switches that they use somehow, I could just, like, replace them myself since I have the PCB, right? Maybe I should email Razer and ask them. Maybe I should email Razer and be like, what switches did you use for the Razer Ryan? I don't know. But anyway, yeah, the whole thing just sucks, man. I don't like thinking about it because it's just... whatever I do, it fucking sucks. And it makes me upset. So I need to stop reading this. I need to stop reading. I'm literally shopping for fight pads right now during stream. I need to stop. I need to... I need to get out of here. I don't want to just spoken like a true Tekken player. True. So there's no control that's similar to the one you have. It's no longer available. Yup, there is nothing like it, and there's nothing I would want to replace it with. If I could use this controller until the end of time, I would, but I can't. This is the second one that I've had with the D-pad micro. I've used it so much that the micro switch on the D-pad is starting to die. Like, that's how much I use this thing. I use this thing so much that a goddamn micro switch that should have, what, 1 million plus uses is starting to wear out. Don't expect control in tournaments, specifically in this case because the control is broken. I mean, I do, but not like the best thing. I don't know. I just need to, like... I have a 3D printer right here. I just need to 3D print the part for the Ryan. Get the other one that I have, open it up, stick the 3D part in there, because I'm going to have to open it anyway, and then just use that. That's what I should do. I should just, like, use this as my backup controller from now on, and just use my replacement, and then order a new replacement when I find one for under, like, $60. Make your own, if only. I think the Ryan just has shit micro switches in it. Mine's also unreliable. Use that thing as shitload. Yeah, maybe. Probably easy to mod this stuff. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, maybe it would be possible to, like, upgrade the micro switches in them, you know? But yeah, maybe the micro switches do just wear out really quickly, and there's some cheap garbage, which is a real shame, but it is what it is. Again, I still have like a year use out of, I get like at least a year, if not a year and a half to 2 out of one of these. So I don't know, man, but it's just really fucking aggravating. It's super aggravating. All right, I'm not going to keep you guys anymore. I've been talking for way too long about this. It's you can tell it upsets me. I just want to be able to sit down, play the game, and not have issues with my controller or anything. And it's just, this is always going to happen until I switch to stick or I switch to leverless. Here's the thing, though. I was legitimately trying. I was trying to get my stick working. I think I'd be better off with a stick than levelless. And the reason why is because stick doesn't, like, one, it feels more natural to play. I grew up playing in arcade, so I'm used to this more than, like, levelless. And 2, it doesn't hurt my wrist. But I just like this more. And I have a nice fight stick. But I was trying to open it, because the problem is the spring on this is too light. So when I let go of this like that, it gives me a forward input. So I need to tighten the spring. I was trying to open this, and I literally couldn't open it. And I don't know how to open it. I almost started stripping. In fact, no, I can look at this screw specifically. I was stripping the screw, trying to unscrew this, because it would just infinitely spin. And I can't open it, and I don't know how to open it. And I gave up. What razor model? Try that again. I have a Razer Ryan. R-I-I-O-N. So yeah, like if I switch, this is probably what I'd switch to, but I mean, like, again, I just don't want to, because in order for me to get to the consistency I'm at now, I would have to be using this consistently for like 3 months. And I don't want to do that. I really don't. So... yeah, shit sucks. I mean, hold on. I want to try something. I want to do an experiment. I want to do an experiment. God, I wish shit just worked, man. Sorry, I said I'm not going to keep you for much longer, and here I am keeping you. My bad. I'm gonna plug this thing in. I'm gonna try doing forward 2 links. Yeah, I mean, that's another problem, too, with execution. God. Pathetic trash. And port. Ugh. Okay. Ugh. Let's do an experiment. I have my stick plugged in. Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Sure. I just want to try something. But yeah, I mean, again, this is probably what I'd end up using. I just want to try linking, like, Horse 3 in the forward 2. Let me turn on heat, because I want to do the full thing. Yeah, this is like... how do I go back? There we go. Yeah, this is tough. So, like, but you see what I mean? There we go. Actually, it didn't take as long as I thought. And then, yeah, you, like, this is the odd problem with it, too. When you see, I hold back and then I let go. See how I get forward? See, like, this, let go, and then I get a frame of forward. And then I also can't, like, Korean backdash. Because if I just, like, back, down, back, and then let go, I don't get another back input. So I can't, like, I can't backdash at all. Yeah, I have no idea how to. Oh my god. Like, it's a completely different thing as well. Because it's so much more travel time. Like, doing Blossom as well is, like, impossible. And this is the like, I don't want to go through all of this. You know? There you go. I got it that time. Like, if I did a normal combo. Oh my god. I didn't even get a dash there. Dude, I keep getting down forward. Yeah, I can't even micro dash. Like, you see what I mean? This is why I don't want to switch, because I can't do any of this shit anymore. Like, I can't play the character. I can't do it. And I hate that. Yeah, I can't do instant while running. I don't know how to. Yeah. Yeah, like, I can't be precise enough. Yep. I think I was too early there. Keep hitting the wrong button. I'm not even concerned with holding back afterwards. Yeah. I can't do instant while running. It's so much more difficult. Yeah. There we go. I actually did it that time. It's a miracle that I can even do it at all. Lidia 1 frame links is so easy on Levelers. Blossom takes some practice, but doable compared to pad. Yeah, I imagine it's easier on Levelers. But again, like, if I just do a normal combo. Dude, that took me so long. Why is that taking so long to go into the stance? Do you like Mouse Slug games? I played them when I was younger. I didn't get a forward input. I don't even know what the input is. It's core circle forward. Ugh. Yup. Just dropped it again. Dude, like, you see what I mean? So for everyone that's saying, Seth, just switch to Levelers, just switch peripherals, this is why I'm not going to. I have no interest. Is that your new stick? This stick is old. I can't do it. Maybe a Korean level would be better. No, it wouldn't be. Yep, like, I can't do it. Ah! I mean, there I got the blue spark. Christ. I can't even do forward too. Oh my god. It dropped. Like, I can't even do a normal combo, you know? There we go. Took me that long to do a basic combo with Lidia. It's fucking awful. I mean, to be fair, I am getting better at it. I am getting better at it, but it's like that. And, you know, like that, like, one of the things is I need an octagonal gate. I have this one currently has a square gate in it that just doesn't work for me. And then, like I said, I also need to fix the spring because That's definitely not helping, but still. Yeah, I keep getting up 4. That's why I'm not getting it. God. Yeah, and then it just drops. See, man, like, I didn't even get, I don't know why the 1+2 didn't come out, but I went from pad to leverless last year. It really wasn't all that bad. I think that leverless sucks. I can't stand it. Bad news and good news. In Romania, it was cheaper. You controls like $30. It's sold in Turkey. I found one which costs $120. If you're saying that your $30 controller costs $120, that sucks. Takes some time, but when you use to arcade stick, it's fine for Tekken 8. Yeah, but like I'm saying though, I don't want to relearn all of this. I'd rather just stop playing the game. I'd rather just stop playing the game. Oh my fucking God. Like, look, I can't even hit the forward 2. Like, that time it felt like I was for sure doing it, but I guess not. I don't know why I'm not getting 1+2 either there. I really don't. Dude. There you go. It took me that long just to do the political storm. Yeah, man. Like, I just don't want to. I just don't want to. Ugh. Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of getting used to the timing on this, but I also don't want to relearn the timing for every single situation on the game to be able to hit this. You know what I mean? I mean, that wasn't bad. Okay, I'm actually kind of getting used to it. I'm getting used to it a little bit faster than I thought, but still, like, being able to backdash and move around and stuff is a big thing. So, I don't know. We'll see. I still have another control, though, so I don't have to worry about it. I'm doing this because I'm worrying. That's really the issue. I'm doing it because I'm worrying way too much because I'm a natural worrier. Okay, I'm actually ending stream now. I'm tired. I want to go to sleep. I'm sorry for keeping you all here while I was complaining about my controller for half an hour. I will be back tomorrow around the same time as today. So, I'm going to try to play online. I'm going to see how that's going to go. I'm not going to promise anything, but I'm going to try to figure out something with the controller to get it to actually function. Maybe just use my other controller and, like, actually... I had a part for it 3D printed and I lost it, so I'm going to have to 3D print the part again. But I can... Oh, I found it. I have it right here. So maybe I'll just open up my other controller and then throw this guy in. The little fix for the D-pad problem. Yeah, I don't know. I'll try figuring something out. We'll play some games tomorrow. Hopefully I can just get this installed on my other controller and it'll work fine and great and everyone's gonna be happy. That'd be nice. But yeah. Anyway, thank you all for stopping by today. Hope you enjoyed today's weird, impromptu, and strange tier list stream. Yeah, again, stop by tomorrow for some, hopefully some proper online Tekken. And, yeah. I'm gonna go to bed now. Have a good rest of your day / night, everyone. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye, Hideki. Bye, Volg. Bye, Lissetto. Bye, Zakio. Bye, Good Ninja. Use a drill to get rid of the strip screw. I don't know if I want to do it on the control, but then again, if it's broken, I guess I got nothing to lose. Bye, Lissetto. Bye, Devil. Bye, everyone. Bye-bye. My favorite streamer. Aw, thank you. Bye, everyone. Hope not a shady script if you open the auto controller. I hope not either. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye, Mugen. Bye, Rebellious Royal. Bye, all of the lurkers. Bye, everyone. Bye.